Alright, it is post time here on Photo Finish Live. Major race. And away they go here in the Pinnacle Championship. And it's King Roger from in between horses who shoots out to lead along with Maccabi Lefty. And it's Molly Quirk also up there with the top trio. And it's FOMO again down at the rail. Back up to third, fifth place, that's Nero. And it's Franck in sixth here with about 5 to make up from the early leader. As they head to the opening turn, quarter in the books, 23 and change. We're heading 5 furlongs, left turning on the dirt, blinking it's over. And
Hey, what's up everybody? Happy Friday. It's time for Friday night races with some Photo Finish Live NFT horse racing on the Solana blockchain, and our race caller, the one and only Mo Knowz. What's up, Mo?
Yo, what up, Volt? What up, chat? How's everything going, buddy?
Everything's going pretty good. We got our horse, our Vault DAO horse with our 9 members of the DAO racing tonight. One of the last races that we're going to call, and she's been doing pretty well lately. I know you said that you were looking at her on your live stream, and I'm feeling like she's got a good chance of winning again tonight because she's racing at a good distance for her 6 furlongs. Shout out to Mustis first in the chat, ready to race with us. We got Sniper here as well. What's up, everybody? Thanks for hanging out. We're going to get to our first race in 3 minutes. We got a lot of races on the card. Did they all end up getting filled up, Mo? Do we got a lot of races tonight, or are they pretty spread out?
I mean, from the 7 to 8:30 block was pretty much, yeah, filled. There was a bunch of them with like, I guess these are starting to fill up. Yeah, the 8:23 finally filled, the 8:30 filled. Yeah, the 8:41 filled. Which one's Joyride? Is that 8:41?
I need to go check. I think it's between 8:30 and 9 p.m. tonight. I'm pretty sure, like closer to 9 even. Let's see if we can find that race. Is it this one? 8:50, the Canaveral Allowance, 6 furlong.
Okay, yeah.
And she's probably going to be carrying some weight, but she ran pretty well in her last allowance race where she was carrying weight. But I think all the horses were carrying 5 pounds, including her. So hopefully this time she doesn't get beat by a horse carrying less weight. But we'll see what kind of competition she has to go against when that race starts. It is going to be one of the last races of the night. The first race is the Daintree Restricted Stakes, starting in 2 minutes, 11 furlongs, and only 4 horses. We'll probably see quite a few of the races tonight that only has a few horses in them, but it should still be interesting, especially if you're betting. I don't see any bets in this one. Mo, have you been doing any betting?
I have. I know there's gonna be a lot of people starting to work together, trying to do like, happy hour pools. Everybody just, tries to, make it an assertive effort to, get gambling. And I mean, but the thing is too, man, we talked about it. I mean, I beg new people to come on and start streaming this shit that gamble. I mean, you can't wager. I don't really wager. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's not why I'm here. I mean, I will wager, but it's not why I'm here, right? We want the people who are here for gambling to really get behind it, and those people to start fueling that economy. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't think it's going to be me and you, for being 100% honest, right? So, again, if you were able to, wager, maybe on Friday nights, I'd be like, you know what? Let's just go balls to the wall and see what happens, right? Like, it is what it is.
It's probably better that I'm not allowed to wager because I might be losing all my money trying to bet on these horses. But if you're in Indiana, you can't wager. And I know it's not the only state. There's got to be several states out there that have the same issue. So I'm sure there's people who want to bet on the races but just aren't able to. Whenever they get all that worked out, though, that will allow some more people to get in there and pick up on these betting pools sometimes. Shout out to Jerry's in the chat, my best friend and one of my favorite VB homies. Shout out to Jerry. What's up, Jerry? It looks like he's having a good time. All right, Mo, we got 35 seconds before this one begins. It's going to be 11 furlongs, so it's a long race with only 4 horses. So start coming up with things to talk about because you're going to be out there on your own for a while.
Oh, boy. I'm going to have to tag you in on the backstretch.
I don't know about that. All right, let's see what we got in here. We got Iced Cousin from Ice Hog Stables, Ruth from Absolute Horsepower, Darius Rucker from Hootie and the Blowfish. No, he's White Cheddar Racing. And then Bobby Jean from Secretariat Stables. All right, let's do our countdown so that we can get good timing on the call. 3, 2, 1, go.
Yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Photo Finish Live is now on the screen just to check our timing this week here. Horses are at the gate. It's post time. Massive 4-horse field here for the Daintree Restricted. And they're off there. Quick bobble down low for Ice Cousin. Look to recover, but Root got out well here. Then comes Darius down on the outside. Ice Cousin after that early trip up, now in third down at the rail. And Bobby Jean's going to take up the rear here as they head to the opening turn. In this 11 furlong, right turning affair on the turf. Track is fast and smoke is good here on Friday night at the races. Appreciate everybody showing up. Make sure you hit that like button. Opening quarter here in 25 and change. And it's Darius who rounds them up here on the outside and pushes clear now by 2 lengths. Then comes Ice Cousin back down there in second, followed by Root down there in the white silks with Bobby Jean. No change there. Bobby Jean distracted by butterflies and out there chasing up the back of the pack as they pass the wire here for the first time. Everybody wave to your current leader, Darius. Darius, no relation to Rucker, not sure. Stay tuned. Ice Cousin still trots along there down at the rail, now moves up into second, passing Ruth in third. And Bobby Jean, somebody needs to wake up Bobby Jean and let him know there's a horse race going on. What up, Biggest Bro? Biggest Bro's here, everybody. This means it's going to be a good night. But Darius is loving it so far and still continues to control the pace here up front. 3/4 in 1:15. And now that lead is starting to close quickly, though, as Ice Cousin takes advantage of Darius running out of steam here. Let's see how that turns out, Cotton. But Ice Cousin for now is going to shoot to the lead. Another break of length and a half. There comes Bobby Jean, tired of running fourth, now up for second. Darius moving along for third. Trying to track the pace here, and Root's got about a country mile to make up from the pack here, as this threesome is making their way into the far turn. 1 mile in 1:41. We're out here for fun. Get it done, son. Ice Cousin. I don't even know why we're trying to rhyme out here on a Friday night, but like Vol said, we are looking for things to do during the call. Darius now, tired of running here third, gave him an opportunity, now yoinks the lead. But as we hit the top of the turn, it's the Three Amigos, and Bobby Jean has had enough. Bobby Jean by 2 down the center of the track, and it's Ice Cousin down at the rail. Darius might have called it a day, falling apart like a cheap suit here down the home stretch into the 8th pole. It's going to be Bobby Jean, not my lover, bringing this one home over Ice Cousin and Darius.
Shout out to Bobby Jean from Secretariat Stables, takes first place over Ice Cousin in our first race of the night, the 11 furlong Daintree. And shout out to Biggest Bro and Dane K has joined us for some nighttime racing. It's Friday night at the races. We got our horse racing tonight, guys, for all of the partial owners out there like Dane K and Mo as well. Joyride's racing tonight. I think it was like at 8:50, so we still got a while before her.
Yep.
Yeah, and it's and she's been doing pretty well. Whenever we have some extra time between races, we'll check out her stats, which might be right now. Looks like we got 5 minutes. Am I right, Mo? Joshua.
Next race is 5 minutes. Yep.
Man, that looks like a good one too. A lot of S's and S minuses in this one. We'll have to check it out. And we'll check out Joyride. That's our horse that we bought with the Dow. But also, Mo, I wanted to ask you how long, I guess it says right here, season ends on July 3rd. So what happens on July 3rd? Oh, wait. So they extended that. That says season 3, July 3rd. Are we in season 2 now? What's going on, Mo?
No, we're in season 3. Season 2 is what ended. They started with season 2 because the horses were 2 years old. They just felt like it made more sense.
Oh.
We're in season 3. Okay. Season 3. Now, seasons are normally supposed to be 4 weeks. I don't know if this is going to be like this forever, but for the foreseeable future, as far as we know, until they announce otherwise, this season is 5 weeks. So we're actually going to get a little bit of extra life out of our horses. But this season is 5 weeks. And yeah, last week it's going to shut down. Well, you can shut your horses down, rather. Retire them and start breeding. And then, you know, the way it's normally going to work, remember how it used to be in the beginning of the season? You do your breeding and you wait for the rest of the season. But because they want horses on the track, if everybody retired this week, we'd be screwed for the next 90 days, you know?
Yeah.
So this way, everybody can race. Some people might shut down. A lot of people might not, you know? And then last week, you could do your breeding, and then they'll be born basically a week later. And then we don't know how season 4 is going to look yet, but yeah, man, it's things are moving, man. Still new people coming in every day. I keep seeing new barns. I keep helping new people. You know, things are going good, man.
Nice. So when exactly? So we can't even start breeding until after July 3rd. Is that what you're saying?
No, the last week of the season. So it's like June
okay,
26th. think it's June 26th to July 3rd or something like that,
Because we've been racing with the same
or July
horses
2nd.
for a long time. I'm sure people are getting bored of racing with the same horses and ready to progress it a little bit. What was the reasoning for them of extending it? I know we've talked about it a little bit, but aren't they worried about people getting bored?
No, I think they're more worried about people leaving if they retired like week one. Um, yeah, I mean, to be honest, with the amount of money I got back last month on my crown stimulus for the staking, I expected it to go down a little bit this month, right? Because like you said, people are gonna start to get bored, right, dude? My crown is up way. Like people are racing more now with the new pricing structures. They dropped the prices down. There's like 600 handicap, 600 derby handicaps, 600 derby allowances. That shit wasn't happening, and I was the biggest, advocate of getting some better prices because before you'd race your A horses, your A minuses for $4, 450, and then you would just go directly to a $20 race minimum. Like every race was at least 1600 derby at that point once you broke your maiden.
Right.
So what happens is, and I took video of this, I sent it. I see so many people buy a horse that had a lucky win or won a race in a claimer, which is like a fake win basically. And then, people buy the horses thinking they got a winner. They race 3 times for 20 bucks, 20 bucks, 20 bucks, and they're like, oh shit, wait a second. And what do? They sell the horse. They take a loss on the horse. Then you can even watch them cash out their derby out of the ecosystem. So it's not like they're selling their horse, buying another horse. They're out. Like there's a lot of people that are just out. You know what I'm saying? So I went out of my way. I came up with this whole chart. They can give me credit. They can choose not to. But if you look at my chart, you look what they came up with, it's pretty goddamn accurate. So I will take a little bit of credit for that. But, I feel like I'm the average degenerate gambler type guy. I'm not the crypto bro trying to spend, $50, $100 a race, right? So,
Right.
and people I know, I got you guys with a syndicate, but I have like 15 other people in 4 other syndicates that I manage on a daily basis. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I have to explain to them how these prices work. And they're all like, yo, $20 a race, I'm out. Like, fuck that. Like, they don't want to do it. But,
Yeah.
600 derby, it's like $8 or whatever. I ran my horses backwards today. I was like, you know what? $8, I'll fucking run in the opposite direction. I just want to watch them run. I'll never do that for $20. And a lot of people have said the same thing. So, yeah, man. But yeah, people racing more and more. I don't think people are getting bored. That was a long-winded question to answer, rather. But I don't think people are getting bored. I think more people get more excited as the days go by. I want to buy more horses. I'm broke. I want to buy more horses.
Yeah, I never can tell how much the races cost because the way they do the derby, I don't like that because it's like I don't know, 1,000 is 800 or who knows what. Shout out to Alejandro. Alejandro is here and he took care of Jerry for us. I mean, it's Friday night races. Jerry can say whatever he wants. If you went to the racetrack, you'd probably hear some guy in the background yelling obscenities anyway. So I feel like it makes it feel more realistic with Jerry in the chat. Dan K says, "What's the price range of S horses right now? Right now, Mo?"
I don't know, but I wouldn't be buying them. That's for sure.
Expensive.
They're at the biggest disadvantage. They're at the biggest disadvantage right now. Probably more than the B horses. The S horses is not a big population. I get down, long term, you get the right one, breed it, female, breed it outright. I think the biggest problem is you're going to see a lot of horses that start at the A plus level, breeding up slowly, actually dominate some of those horses long term. Maybe I'm wrong. But for the price of the S horses right now and how bad they're getting dominated, I wouldn't touch them.
Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Refresh. Shout out to Diddy OC's in the chat. Good luck if you're in this race. Here we go.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back at the track, Jack, for another night of racing. Online, full house here. And they're up here in the Joshua Tree allowance. Serenity breaks well from the outside, as does Paul Bunyan down at the rail. Astro Nerd there from between horses. These three run out for the early pace. And comes Alexander's Revenge. Didn't even pre-read that one and spun it out. Spit it out freely, chat. And then it's Wrecked and Rag Dragon who round out the top of the leaderboard here, as this field's going to head into the clubhouse turn, opening quarter in 24 and change. Modest pace here, but Wrecked is taking the lead, taking the charge now. But oh, wait a second, hold up on the extreme outside. It's Radagon carrying those 2 pounds at 11 to 1, says, come catch me if you can, fellas. Call me Leo DiCaprio. I'm out, and it's Radagon now at the top of the stretch. Where's my Soki is right on the inside with Wrecked, and splitting them from the inside out is Lawrence. And Lawrence goes right on by now, but he's fighting off Nubian Frontier down at the rail. And as these two head to the wire, it's going to be Bob and Neil, or is that what you do? It's going to be Lawrence taking this one home over Nubian Frontier and Radagon.
Shout out to VT Hokey Stables, gets the victory there, and a nail biter. That was a close one between all three of the horses at the end. Let's see what the name of that horse was with the victory. It was Lawrence. Good old Lawrence. And Nubian Frontier from Big Brain
Lawrence.
Stables takes second place. All right, let's see what's next on the card. Like I said, we were still.
Oh, I gotta test you real quick. I gotta test you because you're old like me.
I am.
Maybe people in chat. Anybody know what quote that movie's from? Hey, is your name Neil and Bob, or is that just what you do?
I don't know. That's hilarious.
Yeah, that's why I was like, they're Neil and Bob, or is that what they do? I'm like, probably nobody knows what movie that quote is from. But if you do, you're old as fuck.
Jay and
no,
Silent
not
Bob?
Jay and Silent Bob. That's a good guess, but no.
You wouldn't have to be too old to know Jay and Silent Bob. All right, there was actually another race that happened at the same time. A couple minutes after the Joshua Tree went off, it was the Mornington Peninsula Restricted Stakes, but we missed that one, so we're going to move on to the Kimberly Restricted Stakes, which starts in about 8 minutes at 7:20, and we're going to find out what the... was it Rodney Dangerfield?
No, but someone who talks similar. It was Andrew Dice Clay from Ford Fairlane.
There you go. Ford Fairlane, is that the name of a stand-up, or is he in a movie?
No, it's a movie called Ford Fairlane. Yeah, it's Andrew Dice Clay, Gilbert Gottfried's in it.
I don't know. Andrew
really
Dice
good movie.
Clay
He's like a detective.
Nice. All right, so here's our horse Joyride.
Like, oh, you one of them private eye guys?
And Mo, you were talking about this horse, how some of them, they look like they would be distance horses, but they end up being sprinters, and you think that that might be one of the hidden traits?
Yeah, we had a long discussion about this on the official show yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
Again, I hope one day you get an afternoon off. I know I hit you up, you're usually busy. Again, we'd love to get you on one of those shows one day.
Yeah.
But yeah, mainly, we had some good discussions, and one of the discussions was that there's 8, traits for the horses, right? But we only see 6 of them. You know what I mean? So, one, I guess you can say is like how, the peak. Like, right now, all the horses kind of peak at the same age, but they might peak higher than others. So some horses, they'll all peak at whatever, 4 years old, 5 years old. But some horses might peak at like an 8 speed. Some horses might peak at a 10. No proof of that, but I've been convincing people of that on a daily basis just based on data. But that's how I see it. So when you go after the babies that are going to be born, those horses will not follow the same algorithm, right? You might get a baby that's the best at 3 years old. You might get a baby that's not good till 6 or 7, right? Like you have a late peaker, like an early peaker, mid peaker. We don't have that right now. Every Generation Zero horse peaks at the same exact rate. But I believe, and other people are starting to believe this, that they peak again to higher, higher tops than like, other horses that they might be better than. So yeah, it's we don't really know. Again, they're never gonna tell us what the hidden traits are, but we're pretty sure it's, like the peak, and then we're wondering if it's like a pedigree type of trait. Like, yeah, the horse, wants to run short, but the ticket says he wants to run long. That horse might be a dud.
Right.
Yeah,
and you might have one
but
that makes it a super horse.
Right, exactly. And that's where the RNG starts to come in. Again, every ticket that's a 330 ticket with a start, 3 speed, 0 stamina, those are the tickets I chase. It's no surprise if anybody watches me or tunes in. Those are the only tickets I buy. I bought a horse for like $155 last week, put him out. He ran the 6th fastest 4 furlong time for an A- in the whole freaking game.
Dang.
And you know what I'm saying? Because I went through, I started looking through the family history. I was like, wait a second, Mike Sowers owns one of this horse's sisters, and this horse is crazy quick. I was like, you know what? It's a 330. Let me see if that genetics, kicks over. Sure as shit, man. I don't know if you saw that tweet, but this horse made a move vault that I've never seen in photo finish.
Oh, yeah?
Never seen a move like this, yeah.
Nice. I want to check it out.
So, yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. Like, there are going to be some hidden things that we just kind of, sit around and talk about and theory craft and hypothesize and,
And Dan
Sometimes
K
we'll
has
hit,
a
and
good
sometimes
question
we
here
won't.
for you. He wants to know about the race reports that you can get if you have enough. I guess it's Crown or something.
Yeah, so if you own 5 PvPs, you get free access to the racing reports, which basically gives you like the time breakdowns. Again, very, very useful. Um, but you can buy them, just like 400 Derby, which is $5. Probably a bit pricey if you're gonna buy a lot of them, to be honest. But if you're looking at a horse to buy and you're like, hey, I wonder how fast he is, you could do that.
So it just
Again,
shows
quick
split time
update.
for each race for one horse.
Yeah, so it goes by 2 furlongs, so it'll give you the 2, 4, 2, 4, 6, 8 furlong time. But if it's running like, let's say it's a 5 furlong race, it'll give you 2, 4, and then 5. It'll give you that 1 furlong by itself.
Nice.
So it is useful data, but I mean, again, if I didn't have the 5 PFPs hanging on to them for that reason, I don't know if I'd buy too many. But I would buy PFPs to get the crown. Again, crown, I can't even explain to you how insane this crown stake is, man. It's nuts. It's absolutely nutty how much money they're giving away for the next year almost. It's absolutely crazy.
And you can get free Crown just for racing, just for playing the game. Shout out to BE from the VV Drop channels in the house. What's up, my man? Dropped in for a minute and says, I hope all is well. How's our Dow? Joyride is racing tonight in about an hour and a half. And she'd be looking pretty well. That's what we were looking at just now and Mo was talking about. How she's kind of a different horse and that she looks like a distance horse, but she performs better in these sprints. And she got her first win at 4 furlongs. She got a second place at 7 furlongs. So tonight we're running her at 6 furlongs. So it should be interesting to see if she's able to compete, even though she's going to be carrying some weight tonight. But she got second place last time. She was in an allowance race carrying weight, so it should be fine. Danke says, that's it, Vol.
Yeah, I had quite the day.
Sweep the Philly
Sorry,
floor.
good.
Sorry, go ahead. Oh.
No, I was reading Dane K's thing.
Oh.
We talked about get all 4 PFPs. They're expensive. I don't know about all that. What I am kind of waiting for, and it's kind of a double-edged sword because I kind of hope it doesn't happen, but at the same time, it's like it could benefit people. Like you just get these people that race their horses incorrectly. You know what I mean? And they're racing them incorrectly, right? And then like, what I really pray is that these people don't quit the game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I want people to like give up on some horses so I can get some good deals, especially fillies. But if it means them like quitting the game and cashing out, I'd rather reach out to them like, hey, listen, do this with your ticket. You know what I mean? Like try, or at least try this with your ticket before giving up.
Well, how would you even be able to contact somebody if you saw them running their horses wrong?
I talk to like 98% of this community on a daily basis.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah,
He says, let's breed.
I pretty much wake up and
I think he's talking to you. He wants to breed. Oh, wait, no. Make sure her boyfriend is hung like a horse. Well, that's a given. Danke says we don't need an added extra pounds. Yeah, that's true. We do want females. That is true. But no, we can't breed yet. It's going to be like a whole nother month before we can start breeding. And we're probably not going to want to breed until the last second. We're going to race until the last second, I'm sure. Right, Mo?
I mean, that's what I would do. I mean, I've been trying to pick up some claimer horses because I think claimers are going to run this game for like the next 60 to 90 days. And I think that could be a really good thing. Because what most people fail to realize is that, I think it's like 90% of horse racing is claiming races in real life.
90%?
So, yeah.
Dang.
It's crazy high. Yeah.
I don't know.
So, that being said, the fact that claimers in this game right now are like the minority of like 5%, it's a little tricky. But then again, who wants to give up their horses? This was my excuse. I'm not giving up the horses I spent, since October, acquiring. I'm not putting them in fucking claimer races, especially my fillies, right? That's ridiculous.
Yeah, most people aren't. Danke says, has the betting side gained any steam or is it still dead, Mo?
If you want to bet, join the Discord and just look in there because people will go in general like, hey, for the next hour, I just put liquidity in for the next races, and people typically jump in on there, and then you'll see pools.
Nice.
I mean, again, I still think it's going to be the last thing that takes off. I think if we rely on the gambling to make this game successful, we're screwed. I almost wish there wasn't gambling sometimes. I'd rather just own the horses, breed the horses, stake in the track. But I understand that it's an angle they want to play.
And it just goes with horse
again,
racing. I mean, you can't have horse racing without gambling. That's like the whole thing of it.
I mean, you can.
I don't know. Is there any horse racing tracks ever anywhere that doesn't have gambling?
I'm talking about gamification though.
Yeah. All
When
right.
you like in Naira Silks, you don't gamble on those horses. You just buy them outright.
Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go.
All right. Oh God, what a race to call. Haha.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, whatever you identify as, it's post time here. Henrietta's in this race, the horse that was stolen from me in a big race on Thursday, and my old horse Trust Nobody. They're off and running here in the Kimberley Stakes, and it's Chocolate Thunder who breaks well in front of Pay Heat. Then Henrietta should have been mine, runs in front of Trust Nobody, who was mine. And his Days of Our Lives got out in fifth here in the Black Silks in front of Summer down at the rail. And here we go now as they head into the opening turn in this 5 furlong left turning affair in the dirt, making it the only turn in this sprint opening quarter in 23 and change. And it's Chocolate Thunder digging deep here and now pushes clear by 3. Trust Nobody's losing traction with Payheed down at the rail. Days of Our Lives is trying to find room, and Henrietta might be splitting them here late and is in full gear. But now it's Chocolate Thunder, the one to catch. Leads by 2. Payheed down at the rail. Days of Our Lives now on the outside in full throttle. And we hit the 8th pole. Chocolate Thunder. Chocolate Thunder's got company on the outside. Company on the inside as Payheed goes right on by. And one last push from Days of Our Lives. And it's going to be Payheed by a nose in a photo finish over Days of Our Lives and Chocolate Thunder.
Shout out to Payheed
Yes.
from Fog Pharma and Racing. Are you happy that the horse that you
Yes.
didn't win? Good stuff.
I'm happy that Henrietta lost, and I'm happy that Trust Nobody lost. I
They
tried
both
sold
lost.
Trust Nobody, and I thought that was a huge mistake.
Yeah, they got like 4th and 5th, so they didn't even podium, neither one of them. Days of Our Lives from Misclick Stables. I like the name of that stable there, Misclick, but they spelled it wrong as if they misclicked something. Shout out to Quilly's in the chat. We got Bruin88 here. He says he identifies as a flippy. Yeah. I saw those flippies today. I tried to flip some flippies, but I could not snipe any flippies. They just kept getting away from me. Let's get into the races and see what race is next. And it looks like we got the Silicon. No, that one happened at the exact same time. So we had 2 races go off at the same time last time too. The Silicon Harbor Handicap went down at the same time as the Kimberly. And next we got Mo's favorite race, the New York Handicap.
We actually have 3 going off simultaneously, so we could try to find the best one here.
Okay, this one's kind of wild. It's got an S minus, some B pluses. Is it a handicap? It is a handicap. So I'm kind of curious as to what happens here, so we know how to run our horse if we want to run her in some regular handicaps like this race. Then we got the Vegemite Club Stakes. Isn't that an infomercial? 4 horses in this one. Bunch of A-tier horses. Whoops.
Claiming window. Oh, there's a horse named Ordinal. Here you go. That's a horse for you.
Where? I gotta have it.
Claiming race. The claiming race coming up
I see it.
at 7:47.
I see it. It's not horrible stats either. I do like the name of it.
That's actually a pretty cheap. Oh my God! I thought it was gonna be a 2 or a 400 claimer.
10,000.
Actually, pretty damn.
500. So how much is that it costs? It's 11,000.
$125
Oh. Yeah,
for an A minus. Actually, pretty good.
I guess
But
that's not bad. Yeah. Considering how much.
I
you
mean,
pay
honestly,
for ours.
honestly, the stats on it are kind of what I look for. I wonder how many boosts that horse has. 220, 330 have been my money ticket. Well, 330. But if you get some extra boosts in those start and speed, man, again, like matching that sprinter, build archetype, man, that horse. But then again, the horse has ran 10 times, so if it was anything special, we probably would have seen it.
Yeah, but it's got a great name though. What about that?
It does have a great name, and listen, these are the types of horses that people are gonna want to own for the next 60 to 90 days.
True. It's almost like it's like a domain name.
Well, no, mainly like I said, the dark days of racing. That ordinal horse probably isn't gonna get bred out. So you can keep him running.
We got the Oda Oaks Distaff is also one of those 3 races that are about to go down in 6 minutes, and that is a Grade 1 race with 7 horses in it. So I don't know. Should we watch the Grade 1?
Yeah, I'd probably say that's why there's some good horses in there. Actually, some of the best horses in the game.
Yeah.
G spots. Yeah, G spots in here. Scuba Steph, put me in, coach. Mill Street, especially Mill Street's real good.
Nice.
That's Balthazar.
We'll check out that race. It's a Grade 1 race, so it should be interesting. You can see it costs $5,600 Derby to enter, and the purse is $31,000. DNK's ready to buy ordinal. Nah, I think I'm gonna stop buying ordinals, not just ordinal horses, but ordinals in general. I'm just chilling on that. I need to just stay away from NFTs for a while. I just think I don't know, man. I don't think they're going anywhere at this point. I'm starting to lose confidence. I'm starting to become bearish on NFTs. I guess that's normal in a bear market, Mo. Is that, or are you feeling the same way? I guess you got Photo Finish Live, so you're not feeling the same way.
But but I do feel the same way. But that's why I do Photo Finish Live, because this is not the same. You know what I'm saying? Like, every day I wake up and I see nothing but people on Twitter crying, like, I just want to play good Web3 games. And today, some dude who I used to respect, he's like, here's 5 Web3 games you need to keep on your radar. Number 1 was fucking Illuvium. Come on, bro, give me a break.
Dude,
that game looks like dog shit. I can create something better in Unreal Engine in a week. I'm sorry, I can. It's true. Then there's like another game. Actually, I will say this. There's one game that I wanted to look into. It's like a gladiator arena style. It's like Onslaught or something. I saw Crypto Stash playing it too. Yo, let me tell you something. If these things were like $50 to $100, the gameplay actually looked pretty decent. I'll give it that. I went on OpenSea to buy a character, see how much they were. Oh my god, they were like 0.4 ETH for the floor. I was like, yeah, no, I'm good. I'm good.
That's what happens when you have a good game. That's why I'm surprised these aren't doing better. But then again, like you said, they're kind of different. They're not even really, I mean, they're not even NFTs anymore. They were NFTs, right? And then the NFT got burnt. Is that the right way?
Technically, yeah. Yeah, I mean, they always said that, you know, if they decided that they wanted to shoot them back out to a marketplace, they could easily just turn them back. And like, it's still blockchain technology. It's just, you know, the same way you could argue, like, what the hell? I guess you could make a better case argument for VV NFTs outside of VV if the augmented reality stuff worked. You know what I'm saying? But what are you gonna do with a photo finish horse anywhere else? You know what I mean? Like, once it's a racer and once it's redeemed in photo finish, like, what are you really gonna do with it?
I'm gonna take
that's why I don't really care.
And beat all the Zed Run horses with it. That's what I want to do. What if you could?
Oh my god, could you imagine? Could you imagine if there was like some collaboration for a weekend where it's like a third party makes a game and we can link our Solana wallet or link our photo finish account and link our Zed Run wallet, and it just I don't know how they would do it, but that would be crazy.
That'd be wild.
I would actually.
It looked cool too. All right, let's
wait a second.
Okay.
But we would win. They can't. They don't know how to turn over there.
Well, that's true.
They would run right into the wall. They would get to the turn and they would just run right into the fucking wall.
That's a good point. DNK says he's gonna put Joyride in the VV-verse. That would be nice if you could ride your Photo Finish Live horses around in any metaverse, honestly. Or if you could just race them, or not even have to control them, but just be able to ride them, or get that view of the horse running its race. Like let
me tell you something. View. If I have my way, there will be a metaverse to pet our fucking horses. They laugh, but I think they'll do it one day.
I mean, I don't know about petting. I didn't know you wanted to pet your horse, I guess. I mean, if that's the thing. All right, let's see what the grade 1 horses that are in this race coming up. This is a big one, 9 furlongs. We got Margarita in the 1 spot from D Stables. The Ape is in the 2 spot from Absolute Horsepower. Put Me in Coach from Soulmate Stables. We got Mill Street from Balthazar Mangers with 7 wins. Scuba Stephanie from Grape Syndicate. Then you got the G spot from Pocono Racing, and No Regret from YSM Racing Club. You got a favorite in this one, Mo?
I mean, I'm a huge fan of the G Spot, but Mill Street's usually the horse that I call, and it's just very, very consistent. No Regret from YSM with Peeb. Peeb's like my arch enemy these days, so I can't really root for him. No, I'm only kidding. He's the one that stole that Henrietta horse.
Oh no, yeah, we don't like that.
Yeah, I'd probably say Mill Street, but what's the track? Oh, it is yielding. So actually, that does kind of benefit Mill Street. That benefits G Spot. That benefits No Regret. Because they have 3-star 2.5. Everybody else has 2.5, 2.5.
It's almost like the people who got into this race knew that the track was going to be yielding. Is that does it tell you that before, whenever you enter the race, or is it a percentage still?
It's still a percentage.
Oh, because it's like, how did they know? Maybe it was like 50-50, I don't know. But yeah, they all got like 1 star in their preferences for firm and soft, but on a yielding track that shouldn't make a difference at all. All right,
well, I think that's more of a lack of availability on the breeding at that high level. I think that's why a lot of preferences are low.
Oh, yeah. Well, you can't breed yet, so would that matter yet?
No, I'm talking about the breeding from the PFPs. When those were bred, I
Gotcha.
don't know if there was like many S horses that were bred like 3-3, two and a
Oh,
half.
I
But
see.
I'm pretty sure from what I was told is that most of them were bred like this, and that's why I think like when you see S races and
Here we
these
go.
types of races,
One
I think that's
and
why it's always
refresh.
just a yep. I think it's always just a crapshoot, you know.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, major race time here on Photo Finish. There's that sexy trophy, just checking the timing. 7 horse field in the gate. And they're racing here in the Old Oaks Distaff. Margarita breaks well from down the rail. 8 there as well. Scuba Steffi from back and between horses with Put Me In Coach down low. And it's Mill Street, crowd favorite out there in the yellow silks in 5th, followed by G Spot. Not hitting the spot yet, but looks to tickle late here as they shoot into the clubhouse turn in this 9 furlong left turning affair in the dirt. Track is yielding, and away they go. Scuba Stephanie pokes her nose in front, now leads the way, but Ape is there to challenge. These two start the trek around the turn. Put Me In Coach starts to advance as well. On the outside in the 4 pet, G-Spot's there with Margarita trying to find a second gear here. Might have clipped heels as he ran on by, but no effect there, and it's Scuba Stephanie still now up top. G-Spot swings up alongside and tucks in there to the second. Margarita 5.7 to 1 in third, runs alongside of Ape. Then it's Mill Street, still no change there with No Regret. Somebody better wake up Mill Street, tell him he's in the horse race. But here we go now, past the backstretch and into the far turn. Well, this is what we come for. S-Class Racing, ladies and gentlemen, on a Friday night, Grade 1. Scuba Stephanie, though, is not phased and starts to open up here on the field. G-Spot, backtrack a little bit, but now slingshots back in the second. Mill Street, after I got done talking trash, is now on the prowl with his eyes set on the prize of first. But Scuba Stephanie will not let it go easily as she cuts to corner and heads for home now. But a perfect cut on the outside from No Regret, and he's in cruise control. And it's the 8th pole, and Scuba Stephanie has been buried. And it's No Regret now who shows the way. But Scuba Stephanie will not want to go away into the night quietly and will take back the lead just to make me look like an asshole. It's going to be Scuba Stephanie over No Regret and G-Spot. Tickling them late.
Back from the dead, Scuba Stephanie gets the win from Grape Syndicate over No Regret, even after Mo had written her off. Shout out to Scuba Steph with the big win.
Yeesh.
Pro88 says, "Come on, really? Mo Knows really does an awesome job on calling the races." Yes, he does. He's the number one race caller over there at Photo Finish Live, and some other platforms have tried to steal him away, and he said, "No, I'm sticking with Photo Finish Live." So.
Oh, I told you. I told him. I'm not gonna say who it was, but yeah, that other racing game. I was like, "Yo, 100K, we'll talk."
We know it was Zed Run. I'm just kidding. All right,
No, it wasn't. It wasn't.
We got the Bush handicap coming up next. Everybody loves a little Bush. This one starts in about 5 minutes, and the conditions are fast. And this one's got, it's a handicap, so it's got some S minuses. We got some B pluses. I'm going to be really interested to see how this one shapes out and what kind of weight these horses are carrying, because this is some races that we're going to be looking at possibly putting our horse in the future. Denny says, "Watch the
Quick question for you before we get into it. Do you have any tips on, or maybe tips or tactics? I know you're a big gate guy. Is there any like panda gate? Anything I could do to get this panda to shut the hell up behind me? Because he just keeps yapping. You see this shit?
Oh yeah, you gotta sell it.
Oh, I gotta sell the panda. Okay,
floor it.
okay. But I'm gonna lose money though.
You probably are.
That's all right. It's on VV. I'm used. I'm used to it on VV. Yeah, we're good.
Oh, was it on VV? I thought it was ordinal. if it's a
No,
VV
this is
one, then it's already below retail.
That's true. That's true. Sorry, our panda, you're out of here.
My Bitcoin my Bitcoin pandas are down because they are made by OrdKit, and OrdKit got hacked for 3 million worth of Zbit, so they decided to shut down all their mints for 2 weeks, and that caused all the prices to drop. So luckily I sold one of them back when they were at like 120, and I'm still holding one, unfortunately. Dan K's ready for a bush party. Denny OC says he watched a cool video last night on a crazy horse race named Patio de Siena. No rules race in the middle of the town. Have you heard of that, Mo?
No. But somebody on my stream had me watching like fucking horse racing on the beach in like some other crazy country, and it was nuts, man. It was like off-road racing.
I think I've heard of horse racing on the beach before. It's like distance horse racing. Yeah.
I never heard what they're talking about in chat though. The Palio di Salina,
Sounds fun.
Vienna.
Yeah, yeah.
Sorry.
Dan K has been ready to buy another horse for the Dow. Maybe Dan K, you should just buy your own horse. That's what you should probably do. It's gonna be tough. I've been trying to get all 9 of us together to go on another horse, and everybody's interested in everything, but you can never get all 9 people at the same time. That's like almost impossible. Shout out to VB Darkling says, "Who's winning? This ain't baseball." No, not us. Mo, have you been doing pretty well with your horses lately?
Oh, dude, I'm entering like an average of like 6 to 8 races a day.
Whew.
And
And
even like my
profiting.
fees today, I think my fees today were like over $80 for racing. But I had back-to-back wins with Weekend Moderator, the horse that I won. One of my other horses took a win. The first horse I ever bought, the boy named Sue. Remember how bad that horse used to be? That horse dominates at the B level, bro. I'm gonna be breeding the shit out of the horse. It's so good. Got
Nice.
4 wins down there, man. Thing's killing it. But yeah, I mean, I think like yesterday, I think I had like $60 in race fees. By the end of the day, I wound up getting back like close to 90 in Derby, and then plus all the crown, like a couple hundred crown, whatever the hell I accumulated.
Nice. Yeah, yeah. So you've been profiting every week then on it.
Oh
But yeah,
yeah, yeah. I mean, got to be up again, especially with the staking, and then they gave us a huge kickback on the the racing fees. They gave us some money back on that. I was supposed to get back like $68, I think, for the month of staking, and then between like the racing rebates and all this extra bonus shit, I think I had like $230 they gave me. I was like, damn.
hey, do you ever withdraw any of it, or you just put it back in?
Oh, back in, yeah, I don't really care. I have no use for money in the real world right now. I mean,
Yeah.
I pretty much eat, shit, sleep, photo finish. It's like money really has no use to me right now.
Nice. Well, I mean, it's good that you're stacking up right now. If the game gets big and you get all these first generation horses and you're breeding, it's going to pay off big time. I kind of wish I had more of them. And Dane, if you want to get one, I see where you're saying that you don't even really mess with it, and you don't want to wait for the Dow. You can buy a horse and I can manage it for you. I mean, that's the best I can do. I can run it on the streams for you, or maybe Mo can run it for you. I know Mo's got a lot of horses though, so I don't know. Just get with me. Let me know what kind of horse you're looking at. Maybe you could pick it out. Mo can help you pick it out, and we could do it that way. Or we could try to get all 9 of us together again, because everybody I've asked has said they're interested. I just can't get a hold of all 9 of us at the same time. All right. This next race starts in
I mean,
about.
the other way around it would be, because I don't have the money to front out. If I had the money to front out for a horse, I would just let the Dow, you know what I'm saying, get collected and then pay me back, right? That's not a big deal on it for me, but I don't have the money to put out like that. Like I said, everything I get, my barn's up to 17 horses. Like again, I have 4 other syndicates, you know what I mean? So, but
Yeah,
here's the thing, and I want to make this very, very clear. I have 5 fillies now, okay? 4 of them are top notch. The other one, I we'll see. Um, but I have 5 fillies. So depending on what the first month or two of breeding looks like for me, any filly foal that I get, I'm shutting down immediately. I'm
there
not
you
even
go.
racing it. I'm just shutting it down and multiplying, right? So the point is, when the breeding time opens, it's like, yo, hey, I got this filly. We can breed with this horse for $50. The problem is, how are we gonna get that horse from my barn to your barn, right? That's the problem. Didn't even know we had a race coming up. Ah. Oh, this call is gonna be way off.
Yeah, the
I can
horses
tell
are
you
at the
that much.
gate.
Oh yeah. I'm just gonna call based on what I see on your screen. All right, so here they go. I'm on a 7-second delay, and it's Phantom Song up front. Retirement plan there as well. Scarlet Begonias and Donut with Germany. And this is just a scuffed ass thing because I was mid rant. I gotta stop doing this. The Phantom Stable up top in front of Curated Genetics. I hope that's what it still looks like for you, chat. But on my end here on a YouTube delay, I'm currently seeing Phantom Song up top. And it's Scarlet Begonians with Retirement Plan. Germany sitting along there in 5th with Donut making me hungry as he takes up the back of the pack. Now here we go, around the track in this 9 furlong affair, and I'm having a hard time even seeing that screen over there. But it's Scarlet Begonias at 3.1, taking charge. Retirement plan still there. Germany starts to advance with Phantom Song, and it's Donut. Donut's still there, and I would imagine Donut's actually still in last place on your stream as well. But retirement plan up front. Scarlet Begonias in there, and it's Germany not going away without a fight. Where have we heard that before, ladies and gentlemen? Trying to keep it clean. My bad. Scarlet Begonias, retirement plan. These two are going to be duking it out. And now it's Jeremy trying to get interested, and he splits them here like a Mike Vanderjagt field goal even. One day I'll come up with a new kicker, but today is not that day. Germany now up top. Retirement plan there. Scarlet Begonias. Phantom Song and Donut. Donut has yet to wake up. But then we hit the home stretch, and I'm probably already over for you guys, so I'm going to call this one and try to predict it with Retirement Plan wins by 2 lengths over Germany, and I'm even going to assume that maybe Donut gets up for third based on what I see here 7 seconds in the past. How'd I do?
They're just crossing the line right now, and Retirement Plan does take first place. Shouts to Miami Nation with the win, and then Germany in second, and Phantom Song takes third.
I guess I didn't have that much. You had like a 7-second delay on your YouTube, but I guess that was pretty good.
Yeah, it was right on time. It seemed like it. But there should be some type of delay. Usually it's 5 to 7 seconds. I used to have like a 40-second delay on it, but I fixed it. I took the delay off, but it makes it a little laggy, so that's why I crash sometimes. But I think it's better without that delay. All right, we got the next race, that market claiming race with Ordinal in it that we were talking about. That one's coming up next. But let's go back and examine this race a little bit once we get the official results, so we can take a look at who carrying what weight took what place, and maybe we can learn a little bit about handicap races from it. We got Dane K and the Biggest Bro talking about the wait list coming to VV on Sunday. What do you think about it, Mo?
I mean, I'll probably dust off the old gem wallet, for $8. Why not, right? I mean, what's up with the other freaking logo? Is that really floor at like 7,400?
What is it?
I don't really look in the app. I saw somebody tweeted out the other logo they were giving out. Remember in person?
Oh yes.
Is the floor price on those like 7,400 now?
The gold ones? I think so.
Yeah.
They might be. Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't get one. Shout out to Dan K with the big super chat. Thank you, my man. Appreciate you, bro. Said heading out, but hoping to catch Joyride later. Yeah. She should be running tonight at 8:50, and if you don't catch it, you can always check the replay anytime. I thought there were supposed to be 2 of them on Sunday. Is there 2 different drops on Sunday? Oh, there it is. Yeah. Yep, 8 a.m. and 9 a.m.
Oh, they're doing them at different times.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, so you can get multiple.
Yeah. There's one at...
I mean, you probably get multiple anyway, but...
There's only one dropping, I think, at 8 a.m., and that's the one that's 1,100 editions. And then, it says blind boxes. So the next one, the 9 a.m. one, so there's 2 drops, is... Let's see, we got the white and green, white and orange, white and red, and 777 editions on the secret rare. And how much is it? 8 gems? I guess 8 gems. Yeah, I really don't want one at all, personally. I'll probably skip it completely. What about you? You said you'll go for it. It's only 8 gems? But there's probably going to be less than 8 gems in the aftermarket, ain't it?
I don't know.
Yeah, I'll pass.
I don't know.
Biggest Bro says price went up because the other logos were delisted. Yeah, that makes sense. I don't know who's buying
that does make sense.
gold logos right now. I don't know. The fact that they announced this logo drop, a lot of people will go back and whenever they announce a Series 2 to something, will just go buy Series 1 and expect it to pump, and a lot of times it does pump. So maybe they did that for the logos too, and they were thinking that the gold logos are going to pump because they're dropping some new logos. I don't know why they would, but people definitely think that.
I mean, could have been man with a refrigerator just, doing some wild things.
He listed his number 41 for like $75K. We were laughing about it in our Discord. Like, nobody's paying you $75K for that, dude. But maybe. Who knows? I don't know. All right, let's check out the horses that are in this upcoming claiming race. Would it tell us if any of them got claimed? Because I don't see it.
It'll
tell us. Yeah. Okay, I don't think any of them did. We got Ordinal. That's going to be my favorite from Golden Stables. In the one spot, we got Old Slab Sads from Stable Income, Peloton from Deliviosa Racing, Raj's Revenge from Hudson Stables, and Saint Aldates, I don't know, from Twinspired Racing. And let's see, who do we think is going to win this one? It's a claiming race, so they're not carrying any weight. The condition is yielding. We got an A-tier horse with not good stats. I'm kind of like an Ordinal. In this one, even though... not because its name is Ordinal, it just seems that might maybe have the best stats for this race.
I'm not about to add a fucking 18th horse to my barn right now, am I?
What, are you about to pick up?
Somebody put a claim on him already. Yeah, I don't like I don't know if you can see in real life. I don't know if you know if somebody else put a claim in, but if you go to the horse, click on the horse, go to view whatever, view horse info, and then go to the ledger, you'll see claim place. So somebody put a claim on Peloton. Because I was about to say, yo, for 10,000, the B whoever decides to take charge in the B plus division and populate that is going to be loaded. Loaded.
But aren't there a lot of B plus horses out there?
No, there are not.
Oh, really?
There are not.
There you go. Yeah, I do see where it says claim place now.
Yeah, so that means one person put a claim on it. Like, I saw the stream and check this out, right? When's the next race? I don't want to go on a rant again.
A little less than 2 minutes. I wanted to check out the market fee for Biggest Bro. It looks like it's 2.5% with nothing extra added on. All right, go ahead, Mo.
Yeah, so I was streaming last week, and I was talking about a horse, River Runs Red, all right, this filly that I'm keeping an eye on. And I remember checking her speed ratings and seeing she had a really low average for 4 furlongs, like top 55 in the game or something. And I was like, shit, I wanted to buy her when she was on the market for like $575. I was still gonna buy it. And I'm watching the stream one day and talking, I had some people in chat, and I was like, oh, remember this horse, blah, 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 blah. 10 minutes later, I scroll down, look through the claiming race, I click on the claiming race, and I see her in the claiming race for $400. It was a three, I think it's like 380 or whatever. And I'm sitting there and I'm trying, I don't use a camera, right? So you don't really see my eyes, but you kind of do. And dude, I'm sitting here on my other monitor for like 5 minutes, dude. Funding my account, doing all this shit, you know what I'm saying? Putting the claim in, trying to be all sneaky about it. And I wound up getting the horse, and like 8 people put a claim on that horse, apparently. Or a bunch of people, I think, put a claim on it. There was another one that I think like 8 to 10 people tried to claim for $200, and I got that one too. But yeah, man, this female is gonna be nasty. Nasty breeder.
People are going to start thinking you're getting a little bit of preferential treatment there. Influencer gate on the claiming. Is it completely random who gets the claim?
It's completely random. I've been nosed out on many claims already.
I'm sure. I haven't tried claiming any yet, but I saw the prices on this race right here, and they're not too bad. They used to be like $400 to claim, but $150, that's not bad at all. All right, let's get ready for the countdown. We got the market claiming 9 furlong race coming up next in 10 seconds. Good luck if you're in it. Oh, that's the wrong one. Okay. I thought it was going to be special and play it. We got 3, 2, 1, and go.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, just realized my announcer voice was on the entire time. My bust. But it's post time here, yet again on Photo Finish. Online, and they're racing here in the market claimer. And it's Raj's Revenge, wastes no time and shoots out to the lead. Beautiful Gray pushes clear by 3 in the early going in front of Old Slabsides. And it's Ordinal down at the rail. Peloton not too far up the lead in 4th, with St. Adelaide's gonna round out the top leaderboard here. And Old Slabsides, whoa, what happened there, fella? Old Slabsides went from right up on the lead to dead last in the blink of an eye. Gotta be careful here on Photo Finish. Anything could happen. But it's Raj's Revenge opens up by 7 here in the opening turn. And an opening quarter of 25 and change. These horses are running in molasses at that speed. Makes you kind of wonder, what the hell is Peloton doing? Why do we want to claim this guy? Don't know. I almost spent the money, but whoever claimed him, congratulations. But for now, it's Raj's Revenge. That opens up by half a mile, it seems, over Peloton. And it's Ordinal in the ground, in the red silks even, down at the ground saving trip at the rail. Old Slabsides got out of last, now moves back up into 5th, with St. Adelaide's taking up the honor of the last place runner. Distracted by butterflies back there, but have got about 10 lengths now to make up to catch Raj's Revenge. Raj's Revenge continues to push away. Another break of 3 comes Ordinal and Peloton. These two are trying to just cheer each other on as they track down the leader. Old Slabsides falls apart yet again, and it's St. Adelaide's. No action there yet. 3/4 though, 116. And if you know what I mean, that means it's almost time for the money shot. And it's Raj's Revenge trying to take him wire to wire. But Ordinal has other things to say about it. Shoots up alongside. He says, we got pandas, we got lizards, we got everything that your pretty little Volt heart would desire. But we are the Ordinals, and we are strong. Closing it out here, down the 8th pole. It's going to be all Ordinal in the late going over Raj's Revenge and Peloton.
Shout out to Ordinal gets the win. He's got the orange jersey too. If you didn't know, that kind of goes with the Ordinal theme as well. Shout out to Golden Stables with the victory over Raj's Revenge, who gets second place. I was right. It was Ordinal. We should have claimed him. Only $150. All right, let's get ready for the next
it was
race.
like cheaper than that, 125.
Really? Yeah, that's not bad at all.
I'm just saying that was a dirt cheap claiming race. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, these are the types of races that are gonna again keep this game afloat for like the 60 days or whatever when horses retire and start doing babies.
We had another race going off at the same time. It was a sprint, the Gold Coast
That's all right.
Club Stakes with only four horses in it. No big deal. But we do got to decide between which race we want to watch at 8 o'clock. We got the Brigadier's Restricted Stakes and the Island Club Stakes. We'll probably watch the Brigadier Restricted Stakes because it has 9 horses in it. Pretty pumped filled.
Yeah.
All A pluses.
Probably better call.
Yeah. And we got quite a while before that race begins, 9 minutes. So what's going on in your life, Mo?
Oh man, well, I wake up, I piss excellence, I handle photo finish, unofficial business. Pretty much spend all day trying to onboard new people. I've been selling off pieces of my horses, trying to get new people onboarded. Yeah, that's pretty much all I do, man. And then I do like my online surveys and shit like that to pay the bills, you know?
So with your syndicates, have you ever done any payouts? How do you pay out if you guys win money?
So the way it works, because none of my syndicates really have ownership of my top horses, and that's for a reason. But they want action, you know what I'm saying? They want to watch the horses run, they want to watch some races, so the way we kind of work it is I handle the racing fees, and most of them put in like anywhere from like $50 to like $50-$60. My uncle's a little more invested because he owns a few horses with me. But the way I usually handle it is I handle the racing fees for like maiden races, and you know, if the horse is winning and breaking even, then I don't really collect shit. I get a couple horses that are up like $40-$50, so I'm not gonna do a payout on that. You know what I'm saying? So the ultimate goal is they don't really even care about getting paid out. Majority of them, what they really want is they want, you know, like a filly foal or a baby or some sort of baby horse in their barn. So basically, I know within the next 6 to 8 months I'm gonna have probably more fucking foals than I can handle. You know, so as long as I can take care of that, again, like probably 6 to 8 months will be fine.
Yeah.
Which again cost me like $25 a piece to make babies at that point. You know, it's like nothing.
The breeding fee, $25?
Well, I just know that if, you know, I know people that are talking about what they're putting their horses up for, and a lot of horses that I need to breed with are probably going to be 25 to 50. So
That's not bad.
no, it's not. I don't know if it's going to be like that forever. I think if the masses came in and like really started eating up the horses and shit, I think you'd see those prices obviously go up. But people are going to want to recoup some money on their initial investment. They realize that, you know, people aren't going to spend, you know, $100, $200 for a breed early on. So
Yeah, makes sense.
got to recoup a little bit of your investment, though, you know.
Yeah, and it's probably smart to have male horses and female horses if you plan on doing a lot of breeding, because when your female horses are pregnant, you're not going to have any of them to race. And if you want to race while your other horses are pregnant, you're going to need to have some male horses, or you can race your free horse. That's probably what I'll be doing. All right, Mo.
Yeah.
I was going to talk to you about Nike Swoosh. I know they just announced their
Oh,
partnership with
God.
EA Sports, and did you see where BitBoy was talking about that today on his show?
I can't stand. That's not even BitBoy, but I
Yeah,
can't
that's
stand those guys.
No, but I brought it up because they mentioned Vivi in it. I tweeted about it. They were saying how they hope Nike Swoosh doesn't end up being like Vivi, where it's a walled garden.
I don't care because these are the guys that are on these shows that are getting fucking scammed and ripped off every day, and they're the ones losing money. You know what I'm saying? Like, trust me, I can get the vibe from BitBoy and his stupid little crew that they've got freaking rinsed the past 12 months. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sure it's no surprise, right? And that whole crew is a joke. They just want more shit out in the open so they can do more scamming. That dude and that other freaking loser that's on there, the big guy, who probably whooped my ass face to face, but whatever. You know, when they used to like try to freaking shill off their little homemade NFTs and shit, you know, BitBoy would let them have their little 5 minutes, you know, at the end of the show.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I can't stand those motherfuckers, man. I really can't. Because they don't care. They don't give a shit about the ecosystem, the closed system. They don't care about none of that. All they care about is how can they scam people and pad their pockets. That's all they care about. And that's what pisses me off. I don't really care.
Meme coins.
Yeah, exactly. I don't care where these damn things wind up, man. All I know is that EA Sports, holy shit. Hey, I bet you're glad you listen to me now. You and BE better be sending me a damn Christmas card. I'm like, if you guys don't max mint this, I'm like, you guys are insane. I'm like, what are you doing?
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what we pull. I know there's 96,000 that got minted. That's quite a bit, but of course, there's going to be some that are more scarce than the others. However, I mean,
There's gonna be a lot that are scarce. This ain't Vivi, bro.
how
This
do you
ain't two
know?
statues at
We don't have any
96K.
information about that at all. They're not really giving us any info. How do you know how many are going to be
They
scarce?
oh, they showed no, they showed a lot that were like editions of 31. They announced a shit ton of one-on-ones. The new wave, I think, has more of the one-on-ones, which sucks for me because I only bought one. No, they said there's gonna be a ton. Like I said, if you break down the amount of boxes, now again, it really depends on what gets pulled, right? It's kind of like that Panini chase, you know what I'm saying, with the one-on-one card. When that, the more you keep those things closed while those things are still in those boxes, man, there's gonna be some paydays for some people. I'll tell you that much.
Well, there's some other numbers that are really important. They're telling us what the most scarce editions are, but if they would tell us what the least scarce edition are, that would be some really good information. Like, are there going to be some that have 10,000 editions that all look alike? Or, what is
That's true.
Yeah, if we knew that, and plus if we knew when we opened our boxes. Somebody said that they had a suspicion that it was going to be within the next 2 weeks, but I don't know if that's like confirmed or anything. They sounded like they were sure about it. But I don't know. It could be 2 years from now. They're not even giving us any information whatsoever as to when we actually get to open our boxes. And then who knows what they're going to be doing with EA Sports. It sounds like they're implementing them. It said, one of the articles I read, into the EA Sports marketplace. What exactly does that mean, Mo? Are they talking about console video games?
Yeah, the way I'm seeing it, and again, I hate to say I predict the future sometimes, like Nostradamus, but it's going to be nothing more than, like I say, Vivi's going to do. It's going to be click in here to log in with your Swoosh account on EA Sports, because EA Sports already does it with other websites and other links. Click here to link your Swoosh account, whatever you own. If it's game related to, FIFA, Madden, NHL, whatever the case might be, those items, will probably be able to be bought and sold, either on the Nike marketplace, or maybe you'll get things in the game that, can then connect out to send out. Who knows? I mean, we don't really know how it could work, but I mean, shit, dude, you talk about Nike plus EA Sports. Whew. Oh man, that's money versus money, money plus
Pretty
money
awesome.
rather.
Even being able to just wear them just as aesthetics in the console games would be awesome, but it would be much better if they had some type of utility where you get some type of bonus or unlockables for owning that content or those NFTs and then connecting your wallet to the game. Hopefully that's how it ends up working. Denny OC says Ben Bitboy is the Alex Jones of crypto. Is he a conspiracy theorist? I don't watch a lot of Ben Bitboy, but I did notice when they were talking about Vivi, they said that, they don't even have cash out yet. And so I had to tweet out, it's like, bro, they've had cash out for a year. What are you talking about?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Those guys are so out of touch. You know what I mean? And listen, they all sit around. I mean, I could probably roll up a list of like 5 or 10 of them, but I mean, some of the biggest ones I ever think of is like BitBoy and Crypto Banter, right? I mean, these were like 2 of the bigger shows that were running, 2, 3, 4 shows a day during the bull run. And, don't forget, that's about when I came in, was in, that November, a little bit after I found Vivi. And I was just kind of like, oh, man, there's money here, there's money there. And I'm watching this coin go crazy. I'm looking at Paul Barron. See, now, Paul Barron's the one guy, and I know he said Vivi's dead and people give him shit, but that's the one guy, man, that even when he's way off, his demeanor and the way he approaches things and his data, I just feel like his data was wrong, and I can't really blame it because sometimes data is wrong. I don't really feel like, again, like it's like BitBoy and Crypto Banter where these guys are, deceiving people and just blowing smoke up their ass. You know what I mean? But he's like another one too. There's so many of them. I feel bad for all of them because they all got fucking washed.
Yeah, I think Paul Barron's pretty smart. I think he's right, 100% right. He tagged me in a response with that just now. Biggest bro, I have not seen that. He says Paul Barron tagged me in his response. I think Paul Barron's right. The VV is DOA dead. But then again, they could revive just because you're
I don't
dead.
think they've even gotten started. And I don't even think they've gotten started, man. I really don't.
What? That sounded bullish. What do you mean, Mo?
I just don't think they've begun. I think a lot of, now again, this doesn't really apply to drops because I think all the big drops are here, especially when it comes to comics. And by the way, we got 50 seconds. If you saw that David Yu interview, I don't know who it was with because I don't care about any of those content creators usually. But he was talking about needing to be sensitive and be careful what they put out That's why I keep saying you ain't never getting Captain America #1 with that SWAT sticker and Hitler. No shot.
I brought that up
Especially
in
after
Twitter
seeing his
Spaces that you
response.
say that, and everybody disagrees with you. They say it's definitely coming. I mean, we already do
Oh,
have
then
some
go look at David Yu.
swastikas. I don't know.
Not on the cover, you don't.
You
Go
can't
look at
not.
David Yu's interview.
You can't not have Captain America #1. It's like one of the most popular comics of Marvel history. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and go.
All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. And I do hope to eat my words on Captain America #1, because I'd go for it. And I had nothing left to go for on BB, but it's race time here. And they're up and running here in the Brigadiers Restricted Stakes. And it's Untapped who uncorks from the inside with Yubby Dubby. And it's Curiosity who got it well down the rail with Nika on the outside. Quick break of 2 comes Echo Beach, followed by Aspen there on the hip. And then we got another couple horses back there, and one day I might be able to call them. But today is not that day, chat, as we head around the opening turn, this 10 furlong right turning affair, and it's Untapped now by 2. Down the rail, Nikki's there, Yubby Dubby, though, up the center of the track. Battle now wants to take over second here in front of Curiosity. And it's 3 Notch starts to advance as well with Striker as Aspen falls back a little bit. And they got about 7 lengths to catch the lead of those. They pass the wire for the first time. And Untapped looks to be tapping the brakes here. Looks to take a little bit of a breather. We'll see how that plays out. Cotton, half mile, and 50 and change. Modest pace for Yubby Dubby now as he shows the way. Attacked here on the inside by Curiosity. With a far sweeping move, it's 3 Notch. 3 Notch is a horse on a mission. Put a firecracker up his ass and light the fuse, because this man is on it. It's Yubby Dubby now being attacked by 3 Notch. Curiosity still there in the rail, not going anywhere. But Untapped, Swift Rose now, new name here up on the board. Echo Beach still in 6, no change there, but they're all chasing Yubby Dubby. And it's Yubby Dubby who starts to open up yet again. Yubby Dubby by 2, 3 Notch though. 3 Notch, after that amazing move there on the backstretch, seems to have faded here a little bit as Untapped is saved up that kinetic energy and looks to take another shot at the leader. But Yubby Dubby not phased here as they trek along on the soft track. Rain slopping, horses mopping, but Yubby Dubby continues to open up and create separation. Now it's Yubby Dubby by 3 and Untapped as they cut the corner and head for home. Yubby Dubby up front with Untapped still in chase mode. Curiosity is off the rail and looking for tail, but might be running out of room. As Yubby Dubby takes him into the 8 pole. One final shot from Untapped on the outside as they kneel and bob to the wire. Up and down, up and down. It's going to be Untapped with a perfectly timed ride after a little break over Yubby Dubby and Curiosity.
Wow, nice little comeback at the end. I was pretty sure Yubby Dubby was going to pull it off from stable 33, but no, it is our homie Wolof from Wolof Farms, and Untapped gets the victory by Knowz. Shout out to Wolof. Shout out to NFT ME News is in the chat. We are doing a little bit of Friday night racing, some photo finish slab horse racing on the Solana blockchain. And let's see what races next. We got a few races before we get to our horse, or my horse racing. The Dow's horse. That's our horse because Mo's part of my Dow. But Mo, do you got any horses running tonight?
Yeah, let's say I got Joker running at 8:10. It's really one of my top 3 or 4 horses, but it's the last one of the day.
Valley?
Yeah.
Nice. All right, so we'll watch that over the Ocean Road Club for sure. But next up, we got the Mammoth Maiden starting in 2 minutes, less than 2 minutes actually. 7 furlongs and 5 horses in this race. We got Com 8 from XCOM 8 Rub Pistol. I don't know. Mo, do you know what that one is? It's like a license plate. You got to work it out. R Magnet Rub, I don't know. Then we got Moon Racer from Wolof Farms, October Orange from Big Brain Stables.
I don't even know.
Red Star from Blue Moon Stables, and Practical Moon from I Get In Ya 2 Stables. XCOM 8 Rob.
Right. No, Red Bull?
Gun and Lucky.
No, Red.
Lucky. It's probably Lucky at the end, right? Rub it and get lucky? No, that can't be it. All right.
Ragged B. No, I don't know. What's that little icon next to the B? I can't even see what the hell that is.
I think it's a gun. Gun. I feel like
it's
lucky.
A gun or an infinity symbol? I don't know what the hell that is.
It doesn't mean anything. I don't know. Oh, it's.
Well, we're gonna call him NextCom.
NextCom? There
Oh,
you
we're gonna
go.
call him XCOM.
There you go. That's well. The name's Com 8, and yeah, we'll just call it XCOM Stables. I don't know. I'll try to work it out as we're watching him race. This race starts in about 30 seconds. It's a maiden race, so none of these horses have won before. Let's see if any of them have raced. Com 8's only raced once. Moon Racer has 17 races yet to get a win. October Orange has 13 races. Red Star has 9. Practical Move only has 2. So I'm kind of thinking Com 8 or Practical Move.
I'm on Wolof again. I'm on Wolof with Moon Racer.
Yeah, Practical Move does not have good preferences here. I'm going to go with Com 8 just because it's his first race and I like the one horse. But Moon Racer and October Orange look like they have the best stats. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, refresh.
All right. Overcast night here at the track. A little cloudy too, but it might just be some reefer smoke. You never know what's going on here in the booth. And they're off here, the Mammoth Maiden. And it's Moon Racer shooting out to the lead along with Comet. Announcer and co-host Favorite 2 going to shoot out here in the early goings as they head out to shooting onto the main track with October Orange and Practical Move in fourth with Red Star down there in the Yellow Silks even. A little colorblind there for a second. Sorry, chat. As they head out now to the main track, it's XCOM shows the way here. That's Comet at 3-1. Moon Racer is going to buy some time here and stalk the pace. Move it up here on the outside. That's Practical Move. Then comes Red Star. Quick move here from Red Star. Didn't like being last. Usually they're out there chasing butterflies, but now he's chasing the leader. And it's Comet with a new challenger with Red Star on the prowl. Moon Racer tries to find some moves here, but nothing there yet. October Orange not too far off in fourth, but Practical Move fading the last as they head around the far turn, half mile and 49 and change. These times just seem to fly. We're having fun at the track, but it's Comet not having fun anymore as he's engaged on the turn by October Orange, and now October Orange shows the way, and it's three amigos across the track. October Orange down low, Red Star on the outside. Comet might have called it a day. October Orange nothing yet, but tries for one final surge. As they hit the 8th pole, it's going to be Red Star, and it's going to be October Orange. Just a little bit too late. Here down low from Comet with Moon Racer in fourth. 4-3-1 order and finish.
Shout out to Red Star, gets the win from Blue Moon Stables, and October Orange takes second place. That's a lot of different colors. Red, blue, and orange.
Blue.
Just in the top 2. Blue. That's a good song. Alright, let's see what next is happening. I think we gotta hurry because Mo's race is coming up here in a second. Which one of your horses is in this one?
So 1 at 8-10. Next one coming up, yeah.
Oh yeah, Joker.
The 4, Joker.
Joker, and 16 races, 2 wins, 2 seconds, 2 thirds. It's not bad. And let's see what.
He missed race though, right? Look at the ticket. This is what I'm talking about. If you look at the ticket, and everyone told me this early on too. It's a long range horse. Yeah, you know what? In beta 2, it was a long range horse. It was a 10 to 12. Now it's not. Now it only sprints. If I go anything higher than 5 and 6, man, it hates it. It's so weird.
That is weird. It's kind of how our horse is too, but I guess that's why you have to kind of race them at different distances to make sure that your horse is not a dud. Because some people might expect your horse, to have a distance racer, and you run it a few times, it keeps losing for you, you just give up. But then you never tried it at a sprint, and it could end up just being a sprinter. Sometimes that happens, and Mo thinks it might be one of those hidden traits that we don't know about. All right, let's check out the horses in this race. Starts in less than a minute and a half. It's the Barossa Valley Club Stakes, 5 furlongs, so it's a sprint. We got Burner Boy from GVG Genetics. That's going to be a tough one to beat. He's got those gun icons, too. See, they're guns, I'm pretty sure. They might not be guns.
EVG is real good, man. He's got a real good barn.
We got Midnight Mix from Sam Bree Stables. Speedy Gonzalez from Caballero Racing. There's Joker from Bigfoot Stables. Dread Pirate Roberts from Silk Road Stables. That name sounds familiar for some reason. I should know it. Eggs Benny from La Jolla Farms East. Particle Flex from Big Brand Stables. Drew from JPEG Lord Stables. And In the Money from D Stables. What is Dead Pirate Roberts? Or Dread Pirate Roberts? Is that like from Dead Poet Society or something? I feel like I've heard that name. Dread Pirate Roberts. I'm going to look it up. We got 40 seconds. Let's look it up. Dread Pirate Roberts. It's got to be something. Silk Road. That can't be right. A pirate of near mythical reputation. The Dread Pirate Roberts is feared across the 7 seas. Nah, that's not it. I don't know where I know it from.
Yeah.
I've heard that name before though. All right, guys. So this race
Was it in
starts.
like one of the Pirates of the Caribbean movies or something?
That's
Or Caribbean?
possible. That's probably what it was because I have seen all those. I wouldn't be surprised. It sounds like it's a group of pirates or something. All right, this race starts in 10 seconds. Good luck if you're in it. We're going to start the countdown at 3 seconds for your timing, and Mo's going to give you the call. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, refresh.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, beautiful night here. Welcome down to the track for potentially one of the saltiest race calls you'll ever hear. I don't normally call races that I'm in, but due to contractual agreements here on Friday Night the Races, here we are. And they're off and running here in the Barossa Valley Club. And it's Speedy Gonzalez who shot out to the lead, in the money there as well with Particle Flex. J. Rue on the outside with Burner Boy, and of course Joker's pushed off the board right before I get to him. But Midnight Mix gonna top out the leaderboard here as they get ready to head into the first and only turn in this 5-furlong right turning affair. And I'm trying to watch my horse while call races, but it's Sambry Stables up front with Midnight Mix, and it's Speedy Gonzalez not too far off the trail here. J. Rue still there, nothing yet from Particle Flex and Into Money, and of course Joker's gonna go to dead freaking last and make me look ridiculous here. But it's Speedy Gonzalez as he hits the top of the stretch, and we're heading for home. And it's Speedy Gonzalez with Burner Boy. Burner Boy takes the lead now and shoots up the rail. Midnight Mix is there. Speedy Gonzalez is dropping off with J. Rue. Eggs Benny also making a late run with Particle Flex. And Joker is just going to make me realize that he's way out of his league and out of his element. Go bluff myself. It's Burner Boy over Beggs Benny and J. Rue.
You called it there with GVG Genetics. They get the win with Burner Boy. First place.
That's what I hate, bro. Like, I hate owning horses when I get into a fucking race and I look at the name, I see Lajola, Big Brain, D Stables, yeah, GB. I don't like seeing these guys. Like, I want to race where they're not. They're so good. Oh, I hate them.
Oops.
God.
Yeah, I know that. I noticed that's a difference from Zed Run and Photo Finish Live. You could kind of snipe races, wait till it's the last second before you enter and see what the competition looks like, and then decide if you want to enter or not. But in Photo Finish Live, you don't get to see the race, the horses that are already entered, so you can't make those type of snipes. All right, yeah. Denny OC hooking me up with the info. I knew somebody in the chat would know. Dread Pirate Roberts is from The Princess Bride, starring the one and only Andre the Giant.
Oh, yeah, that's the movie where people was like, oh my God, you've never seen Princess Bride? Like, no, I didn't see Princess Bride. I was playing baseball. All right, I was playing sports and shit. Jesus Christ, sitting around watching Princess Bride.
I don't
Fucking
necessarily
unicorns and Andre the Giant.
Honestly, but it's got Andre in it, so it's got to be good. But that's like a really, really old movie. All right, we got 2 races at 8:20. We got to decide if we want to watch the Ocean Road Club Stakes, a 7 furlong with 5 horses, or the Silk Road Allowance, a 5 furlong with 4 horses. Probably go with the Ocean Road Club, especially since it has a horse in here named Princess Bride. We were just talking about that, and it's got
Holy
Granddaddy
shit, what are the odds?
I know, right? That's pretty ironic. From Silk Road Stables, that's definitely who I'm putting my money on if I was able to bet, because that seems kind of ironic there. And
the window's closed because I was gonna put some money on it.
Watch it come in first place now. All right, we got 6.5 minutes before that race begins, and it's got 5 horses in it, all A-tier horses. And it looks like it was $1,200 on the entry fee. Let's see who my favorite here is to win. Conditions are good. They're all firm horses. Granddaddy Perp's got some great stats, but so does Prancing Paulina. Probably going to be between those two. That'd be my guess. The 2 and the 3 horses. Those are the 2 favorites also by quite a bit.
Prancing Paulina's no joke, yeah.
Yeah, as soon as this is over, I got to start making some hamburger helper tonight, Mo. That's what I'm cooking. Are you a hamburger helper?
Yo, hamburger helper is, oh, absolutely. Hamburger helper is fire, bro. Hamburger helper with, you put that shit on hamburger rolls, bro. Whew, now we're talking.
What's a hamburger roll?
Oh, yeah, dude.
You mean like a bun?
Like a hamburger, like a bun, hamburger bun, yeah, sorry.
Okay, I was like, what's a hamburger roll?
Yeah,
that's something they have there in New York that I don't know about. But yeah, that got me through college. And plus, I can't cook. I'm the worst cooker. That's not even what you call it, but I'm bad at cooking. But I can do hamburger helper, so that's what we're having tonight for sure. I'm excited.
Which one you guys do? I usually do the I like the cheddar cheese, like cheddar cheeseburger one, and I like dice it up with some sriracha, some hot chili peppers. You know what I'm saying? Like
Ooh,
spice it up.
no. I can't do
Yeah.
anything spicy. I wish I could. My kid can. He
Really?
eats, yeah, he eats like
Oh,
Takis and stuff. I can't even eat Takis. I gotta have like the lightest, the mildest, possibly mild sauce from Taco Bell. I can't eat anything spicy, but I do like the. It's like this Mexican one that has black beans in it. I think that's what I'm making tonight, and it has some crunchiness in it. I can't remember what it's called. It's like Mexican rice or something, I think. And then the ones with the elbow macaroni, because that's how my mom always made her chili. So I'm a big fan of the elbow
hmm.
macaroni ones. Kind of wish I lived
Yeah, I
in
love
New. I was gonna say I kind of wish I lived in New York because you guys got so much cool food there. Like sometimes I'll even just watch some of the channels that I'll walk around on the streets and go to the different food places. It's like you could have
Oh
something
yeah.
different like every single. We got literally 3 restaurants in our whole entire town. So I can't even imagine what that would be like.
Yeah, no, I mean, again, keep in mind, I'm also on Long Island in the suburbs, but even here, I mean, where I drive Uber Eats, I basically, it's my old stomping grounds where I grew up. And like, dude, I sit in this parking lot and I have like 14 restaurants in like eyesight, in eyes view.
Dang.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, there's definitely a ton, but especially here, like in New York, obviously we got the good Italian, we got the best pizza. I will say though, as a New Yorker, people would be like, oh, it's always the best by a large margin. I've had Chicago. I love Chicago pizza. You
I
know
was
what I'm
gonna
saying?
say
The deep
Chicago style
dish.
pizza is always the second one I hear. Chicago style.
It's
Yeah, yeah.
it's really damn good. You know what I'm saying? So I give credit where it's due. I love good pizza. But yeah, we do. We have so many good different types of foods. I mean, Chinese food here is excellent. Like people that like Greek food and like what's that stuff? Like halal, right? I
Halal,
don't eat halal. Yeah, it's like
like hummus.
yeah,
I've
it's
never
like
had
that.
hummus.
They do like platters of like rice and then like chickpeas is like one of the things they eat.
Ew.
They'll have like gyros and all that other type of weird shit too.
Yeah,
But yeah,
whatever.
like I said, we have all sorts of different foods here that are just out of this world.
Yeah, I can imagine you got all different ethnic restaurants, and you could try any type of world food that you want. That would be cool to me. Although everything's probably too spicy for me, so I wouldn't like it anyway. But yeah, when I think of Greek food, the only thing I know that's Greek is gyros. But since you said gyros, then yeah, I'm with you there. I like gyros, except for they say they use lamb meat. Is it actual lamb meat? Because I don't know of anything else that uses lamb meat, or is that just like what they call it? Or is they actually cutting
Yeah,
up
that's what I
some?
always thought.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's what I always thought. But then when like I remember when I lived with my mom a long time ago, they were like, "Yeah, we're getting gyros, whatever," and I was like, "Yeah, I don't need that." She's like, "Just get a chicken gyro." So I used to get like chicken gyros. You know what I
Okay.
mean?
Yeah, yeah.
So like I don't know. I feel like a lot of places they might not actually be lamb or whatever people think they normally are.
Yeah,
Like I don't
I
really
wouldn't
eat
be
that stuff too
surprised.
often, but you know,
I like the sauce they use
I'm
on gyros. I usually eat it. It's good.
yeah, the yogurt sauce.
Yeah, well, is it? I thought like avocado sauce or something.
Oh, they have a couple different ones, I guess. Yeah, I usually get like the white yogurt sauce is pretty good on the gyro.
I'm getting this
But
hungry
I'm
over
a
here.
I'm a $5 biggie bag guy, bro. I go to Wendy's like 3, 4 times a week and get a $5 biggie bag.
Oh, that
That
makes
thing
me
is
mad, dude. I love Wendy's, but my kid for some reason hates Wendy's. He won't ever go to Wendy's. He has his
my
favorites, and
girl
I have
hates
my
Wendy's.
favorites, and I always take him to his favorites. I haven't had Wendy's in forever, but I love Wendy's personally. I think it's delicious, absolutely.
What's his favorite over there?
Oh, he wants chicken on everything. He wants KFC or what's the Zaxby's. Those are his two favorite for sure.
I've heard Zaxby's good. We don't have Zaxby's here as far as I know.
Oh, really?
I KFC is all right. Me and my girl do Boston Market with the rotisserie chicken. That's pretty good.
That would be good.
But we
Yeah.
have Popeyes here, and Popeyes, man, that place sucks.
I mean, we had
Popeyes is
Popeyes
like
for a
the
while.
worst, man.
We used to have Popeyes. It just went away like a couple years ago. I think it went out of business. But their chicken
Yeah.
sandwiches, it was so good. It was just a chicken with some pickles on top. I used to love those. Those were
No,
awesome.
the sandwiches are good. If you get like the boneless, you know what I'm saying, with like a
Hmm.
chicken, yeah, that is good. But if you get the actual pieces of chicken, like, the thighs and the breast,
Oh yeah.
bro, there's like no meat on these things, man. It's like anemic. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I will give it that. They did have some pretty bomb sandwiches. I did like their chicken sandwiches.
Denny's talking about poutine. Poutine, Canada's go to. I don't know what that
Oh,
means.
poutine, yeah. It's like potatoes with gravy. Like French fries with gravy.
Oh, French fries with gravy? Sound like something you get
Yeah.
at rallies. Or you guys probably call it checkers, don't you? Do you have rallies or checkers?
I was about to say, yeah, so it is Checkers up here. They
Oh,
all closed down.
oh
All
really?
the Checkers that were up here. Yeah, 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 yeah.
We still got rallies here.
Checkers was
I'm
dope.
sure. Yeah, I love it. What about White
Honey
Castle?
grilled chicken sandwich. Oh, dude. Oh, let me get me started on White Castle. I've been eating those with me and my pops used to go to that shit. It'd be like midnight. He'd drag me out of bed and take me to White Castle, dude.
Oh
And
yeah.
we'd get fucking like the sacks and sacks of freaking burgers, man. Oh, I love White Castle so
Yeah, I
much.
used to be able to eat like 20 of them in one sitting, especially if I've been drinking or something. Yeah, I have White Castles
Oh,
right down from where I grew up, right down the road. All right, guys, it's time for
and
the
the chicken
Ocean
sliders. Oh my God. I want White
Road
Castle.
Clubs chicken rings too. Three, two, one. Here we go.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's post time, and I am starving, which is weird because I just had McDonald's before the show. May have to order a pizza. All in the gate. And they're racing here. A little stumble out the gate there for Diesel, but seemed to have recovered. Prancing Paulina, though, no chance in hell. She's going to stumble. She's too damn good. Shoots out to lead here in the early going over Arbiter. And comes Diesel now. Got back up to third. Runs alongside Princess Bride and Granddaddy Perp. Mm, mm, mm. Taking up the rear here, but smoke it if you got it. As they head out to shooting onto the main track, 24 and change. Pressing Paulina by 2 over Arbiter. These two going to have their own little horse race. Then comes Princess Bride. Diesel starts to fade there. Granddaddy Perp, no move yet. But they're all chasing Prancing Paulina as they make their way into the far turn. And she's doing nothing but creating more separation from the pack. Princess Bride, though, looks to have found second gear. Arbiter might have called it a day, but it's always too early here to call things on Friday night the races. We've been burned, but Prancing Paulina is looking to burn the field behind her. And it's Prancing Paulina now who steers them clear right around the turn now and into the home stretch. And it's Prancing Paulina up front. Princess Bride now is shooting down the rail with attitude. But who knows, because Princess Paulina, Prancing Paulina, even we've been here before with this girl, and she's trying to hand ride him past the 8th pole. But holy crap, right on cue with the announcer's curse, it's Princess Bride with one final surge. Oh my lord, I almost shit my pants. It's going to be Prancing Paulina over Princess Bride and Arbiter.
Shout out to Big Brain Stables gets the win with Prancing Paulina, just barely holding on at the end as the second place
Yeah, I was
horse
clenching my cheeks,
running.
man. I was like, man, I keep jinxing these horses.
Yeah, the owners are gonna be watching and gonna send you DMs like, bro, quit doing that. You're killing me.
Yeah, well, they better start sending us donations before I start calling their horses fuckbag and dick shit.
Yeah,
You know what I
don't
mean?
want that. That's probably not good. Oh, we got another race getting ready to start in less than a minute. The Maca Handicap. Yep, starts in 45 seconds, 5 furlongs. You got Doug Bobo from Poverty Ranch, Stops a Nation from Twin Spired Racing, Stargazer from Big Brain, Patrick Bateman from Slipe. I always have trouble with that one. Sleipnir Stables, Marmalade from Phantom Stables, and Against All Odds from SoCal Stables. So we got a handicap coming up, a 5 furlong race. It's a sprint. So get your saddles ready, if that makes sense. And we'll get this
Blazing saddles.
get this race started. We got our horse Joyride running in about 30 minutes. I'm excited for that
Oh,
one.
hell yeah.
It's coming up very soon. We'll see if she can
Oh,
pull
I'm
off.
excited too. I do have another horse running. Beautiful. I
Nice.
thought that was a joker getting my
3,
ass kicked.
2, 1. Here we go.
All right.
Thought I was going to bed angry tonight, folks. Like an old man trying to send back soup at a deli. Horses are in the gate. And they're off. Quick start up front for Stargazer. Patrick Bateman there as well. Marmalade looks to fly up to the front here, runs up in second. Stops a Nation in the white silks, carrying 8 pounds up in the 4 hole. Followed there is Against All Odds and Duga Bow Bow. Wow. I tried to read that one on the fly. They almost got me. Into the first turn we go, and it's the only turn in this sprint 5 furlong affair. Blink and it's over, Chad. Opening quarter and 24 and change. Stargazer is not messing around today, folks. Opens up by 4.5 over Stops a Nation. Stargazer up front against all odds now. Starts to get going here in the 3-pad. Stops the nation. Will not be denied that quickly. But it's Stargazer takes him home. The street lights are on and Mom is calling. Past the 8th pole they go and it's Stargazer still up top. But insert coin. Here comes new challenger. It's Patrick Bateman, who's going to try to go right on by here in the final seconds. But Stargazer is too strong to get it on here. It's going to be Stargazer over Patrick Bateman and stomps the nation.
Stargazer from Big Brain Stables gets the win over Patrick Bateman. And I think Bateman was carrying a little bit more weight there. That's what slowed him down.
Patrick Waitman?
Patrick Waitman, there you go. Patrick Bateman, the killer. Isn't that the name of the character from one of those American Psycho?
Yeah, American Psycho, whatever, the Bates Motel.
Yep, he was carrying 6 pounds. Stargazer got the win, carrying 2 pounds. All right, let's see what we got next on the race docket for tonight. We were wondering about how many races we'll have once we get to 8:30 because a lot of them weren't full yet. We got 2 races going down in about 4.5 minutes, and we'll probably watch this grade 2 because they're both only have 4 horses entered. So we got a grade 2. A Federal Breakaway is the race I'm looking at. It's got 3 S horses and 1 S minus. And it's got the horse Doc Holliday. I like that horse from Tombstone Stables. We'll see if Doc
that's Mike Sowers, man. My homie.
Is that Mike Sowers?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know who Mike
One
Sowers is.
of my favorite people in the community.
Nice. Good stuff.
He's a poker player. He plays a lot of professional poker and shit. But just like talking to him, man, his brain, the way poker players' brains work. I don't know if you really play poker or deal with any people like that, but man, like he's so data driven, he's analytical, but like very open to a discussion, dude. I love picking his brain, having conversations with him. One of my favorite people around.
Yeah, that's definitely the type of people that will do well in this game, with it being all about statistics and learning the system. You got to be an analytical person to do well. So I know that people who like simulation games in general will like these type of games. So once it catches on, and plus it has the graphics to back up, and it has a little bit of everything. If you like to bet, if you like to race the horses, if you like to breed the horses, you got lots of options here. So it's covering all the angles, and I like that about it.
So let me play let me flip the reverse role here a little bit. So on the show yesterday, we were talking about ways, because right now you can't transfer horses, right? So maybe people in chat, and I'm curious on your opinion, because we are going to have people that want to, help us out, right? They're like, oh, these guys have been streaming forever. We want to get them a horse in the barn. But there's no way to do that. And I've spoken to people that already told me they want to do that, right? But they can't do that. So the only ways to really do that is like, people that do some shady shit, like on Zed Run, they're going to list it for $1,000 or $500 because they know nobody will snipe it, and then they like rebate the money, but then you got to have the money up front to pay for it, right? So what I was thinking was, what they need to come up with, and this is what I want your opinion on, is a transfer option, kind of like how BB used to have, but a one-time transfer option with a flat $50 transfer and handling fee. So if I wanted to ship you one of my fillies or one of my foals at some point, I don't have to put it on the market for sale. I don't have to like send you money to pay me back and like, steal money from Ian and the gang, right? They just charge a $50 flat rate fee to ship the horse wherever you want it to go, and third time gets the entire part of that revenue to go back into all their kickbacks and everything that they do. So it's a win-win, I think, for everybody, the way I see it.
Yeah, I don't like that idea at all. I think it should be 100% free. You can use that to onboard members, so why are we charging for it?
No, you can't send horses for free, though.
I'm saying they should make it where you could send horses. You should be able to transfer for free. What's the problem with not being able to transfer for free?
Because they want to try to build that real ecosystem of like people protecting their bloodlines. And again, just like in real life, there's a reason why people don't just get to breed with whoever they want. They don't just get to go race wherever they want. There's a lot of fees and everything associated with, build a powerhouse. So they just let everybody build a powerhouse for free.
I'm not sure what you mean there, because you would still have to transfer it to that other stable, so it's not like anybody can get it. So I'm saying all you should have is just a regular transfer. If you want to transfer one horse to another person, then you could just put in their address, and just like you would with the regular NFT, that's decentralized.
That's what I'm saying. They're not trying to build an NFT project. They're building a horse racing simulation. And in real horse racing, it doesn't work that way. You have to pay registration fees. You got to pay transfer fees. You got to pay fees. You know what I'm saying? But that's what I'm saying. So instead of allowing people just to willy-nilly send shit for free, and then it basically devalues horses because people will be able to have multiple barns and basically just keep sending horses around, and that's what kind of kills Zed Run, in my opinion. Whereas now they can say, hey, this is how like real life. You want to get some powerhouses for dirt cheap? Well, guess what? You're gonna pay some transport fees. You're gonna pay a registration fee, and again, and all the money. It's not like anybody gets that money except the community, and that's the biggest part of it. Because again, the amount of money that we got back in the first month is absurd, absurd. Like if this goes on for a year, I mean, I'm gonna have to work. You know what I mean? So I don't know. That's just my take on it. But yeah, I guess it's not everybody's cup of tea.
Yeah, definitely not.
We had this race coming up too.
All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, refresh. Good luck if you're in it. Here we go.
All right. I think my internet might just cut out there. I am a little behind. Indicate. And they're off and running here, and it's Knight Saturn breaks well from the lead, side past your ass. Then past your ass comes Doc Holliday, and it's going to be Wasatch taking up the back of the pack here as they head out the shooting on to the main track, and there's 10 furlong right turning affair on the dirt. Sloppy track here for this grade 2. And we got 10 furlongs of racing, which means what the hell am I going to talk about? Opening quarter in 25 and change, though. No rush here for Knight Saturn as they pass the wire for the first time. Knight Saturn up top, now comes past your ass down at the rail. Another break of 3s. Doc Holliday starting to track along here in the back, with Wasatch now passing him to move up in the 3rd. And Doc Holliday's got some room to grow here before his time at the showdown in the middle of the town, and it's Knight Saturn up front. Past your ass tries to attack, and we're still searching for things to talk about. Wasatch starts to come up here in 3rd. Doc Holliday. These 4-horse races are crazy. Half mile now and 50 and change, though. Knight Saturn's starting to find some company here as Past Your Ass moves up on the outside. Break of 4, Wasatch leaves Doc Holliday a little bit behind here. But we've seen it happen before, folks. Doc Holliday has no problem running from worst to first here at 3/4 and 116. And it's time to head around the far turn. Knight Saturn still shows the way. Past Your Ass starting to lose some steam here. Let's see what happens. Wasatch trying to find some room. Doc Holliday still nothing there. Might have called it a day, but he's never out of it as far as I'm concerned. Knight Saturn back still up top and somehow continues to find more room in front of Past Your Ass. Past Your Ass might have blown out a tire. Knight Saturn now trying to lead the way here over Wasatch. Wasatch and Past Your Ass battled out for second, but Knight Saturn as they hit the turn now and head for home. Knight Saturn up top. Past Your Ass might have just been playing possum as he's sprung back to life now and he's shooting for the leader one more time. 100 meters to go. Knight Saturn up top with Past Your Ass and Doc Holliday in full bore, but he's too late. Just trying to get him up into the money. It's going to be Knight Saturn over Past Your Ass and Wasatch.
Shout out to Big Brain Stables. He gets the win with Knight Saturn, and that was the long shot by quite a bit in that race, and won by a long shot, which is interesting. The long shot wins there. It was 5-1. The other 2 were 2-1, or the other 3 horses were 2-1. So that's a pretty big difference.
Yeah, but I'm saying that this is what happens up here more at the top, where it's like S and S minus, right? Because the reason why he's 5-1 morning line, you can never take the odds on these races because he's running with S's, so the game's automatically going to put the morning line better for the S's because they're powerful. That's why. Now, if this was an S minus and lower race, the morning line kind of makes more sense. But yeah, I mean, it's just a better horse. And again, look at the preferences compared to the rest of these fuckers, right? Even Doc Holliday, 2 stars, 2 stars. That's a little rough. But he's an S horse that usually kicks ass. So. Yeah.
And that's almost why you could make some money on betting on here if you know that information and you see that a horse with bad preferences but has a better ranking is going to get that the better odds. Then you can bet on the horse that has the lower ranking and the better preferences. But of course, I can't.
Yeah, like Past Your Ass. I mean, I've seen this horse so many times.
I like that name.
And yeah, I love that name. But I mean, so many times this horse runs. And what was that? What was that race there? Was that a fast track?
I think it was a fast track.
I think it was, right? I mean, it's like every time he runs a fast track, he's like going wire to wire. And then, for whatever reason on that race, right? He went up and then boom, just fell apart,
Nope, it was a sloppy track. It didn't look like it was
Oh, it was
raining.
sloppy. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. And Night Saturn was a soft horse. Doc Holliday was a soft horse. The other two were firm. So I'm kind of surprised Doc Holliday didn't do better in that race.
Well, Doc Holliday was coming. I think if that race was a little bit longer,
Right.
I think Doc Holliday might have been a big problem for those guys.
Might not have been a good distance for him. All right, we got the Cable Car Maiden coming up next, an 11 furlong race with 4 horses in it. And then after that, Joyride gets to take a joyride. And this race is
Oh,
all
yeah.
B tier horses. Looks like Part of Your World has the best stats here. But we don't necessarily know that this is that horse's best distance. So anybody could win this one. That's why it's a maiden race. And Mo, you know what I had?
It's nice to see. Sorry, go ahead.
I was going to tell you what I had arrive in the mail that I ordered on eBay. It arrived today. It's a
What's
board
that?
game. It's a board game called Hero Quest. Let me know if you heard
Oh,
of
I
it.
love Hero Quest.
How do
Oh,
you-
hell yeah.
You really know Hero Quest?
Hell yeah.
No way. The
Hell
board ga-
yeah, bro. With the fucking barbarian dude on the box. Yes, sir.
Yes. Do you know that's worth
Yes,
a ton
sir.
now?
I played this. Oh, I know. I know. Me and my boy used to have like 2 or 3 in pristine. His mom was so anal with that shit, bro.
That's awesome.
And she used to leave them in the closet, bro. I don't know if she still has them or he still has them, but man, 3 pristine editions of that. Like, oh my god,
I
we used to
mean,
love that game.
if it's pristine, you probably get up to $200 for it. They usually go for like $100. I always look for them at yard sales, but I haven't had one in a while. And I had my kid playing it a long time ago, 4 or 5 years ago. Now that he's a little bit older, I'm gonna try to get him to play again. So I went ahead and picked up my own copy. I think it's crazy that you actually know about that game though, because yeah, that's one that I had when I was a kid, and of course it was like $10. I remember going to Toys R Us and seeing stacks of them for $10 each. But if you find one that's like unopened in the package like that these days, it's worth like $800. And every once in a while, you'll find them out at yard sales or at even at flea markets and buy them for like $1 and sell them for $100.
Yeah, yeah, I know. I didn't really come across too much. I mean, again, I used to do the yard sale, estate sale stuff. We talked about that.
Yep.
But yeah, man, like I never really came across too much of that. For us, it was always like we came across huge scores of like Barbie dolls. We made a killing off those. Like model kit airplanes made out of like balsa wood and shit. They were going for like serious money. We had like stockpile of like boxes of these things that we just got dirt cheap.
Nice.
But yeah, man.
I
Yeah,
look for the knickknacks, I guess, but they're like statues of birds and porcelain, and certain companies are worth a bunch of money. If you find one that's like Linux, or if it's made in France, it's always worth a bunch of money. Like I said, board games is one I'm always looking for. Nike shoes, and I've been getting back into it lately. I'm going to be going out shopping probably tomorrow and trying to find some stuff to flip on eBay. And I told the story during my live stream. I don't know if you heard it, but
I was watching. Yeah,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
gotta try to put a camera on the harness you got.
Well, no. Well, yeah, I did get that. That would be awesome to do. But also, I was telling the story about how I was going through my eBay stuff yesterday morning, I think it was, and I went through this model kit, one of those balsa wood model kits that you were just talking about that I picked up at a yard sale.
Oh yeah, yeah, with the book in there.
Yeah,
the
there's that
man they
book.
couldn't hang or whatever.
Yeah. There's a book in there from 1908, and I'm trying to do some research on it, but it looks like it's worth a ton of money. It's a first edition. It's like super, super rare and hard to find. And it was just a crazy thing that was in a box that I bought. Didn't even know it was in there.
It's funny because my uncle has when he's out sometimes he'll come across like sales and he'll stop because again we used to do that together.
Hmm.
And he picked up some like models like these Japanese like Liger. They're called like Liger models or whatever. But they're crazy expensive.
I've heard of those. Yeah.
And yeah, they had like 2 of them unassembled, still in the packaging, but the boxes were all banged up. So he paid like $20 for both of them. I
Nice.
mean, they're worth at least like 50, like even again that condition, because again, like the pieces are in the bags and everything, you know.
Yeah.
But then he comes back, he comes home with all these books. He's got some good ones in there too. So I've been actually, that's what I was doing today. I was actually making new templates for eBay to just slap the pictures into.
Nice. I need to make a new template, actually. I've been using the same template for like 10 years. But yeah, I'm always finding old books and stuff too. A couple of years ago, I found a brand new Tamagotchi still in the package. They had like $10 on it. I talked them down to $7, and I think I sold it for like $80. I thought it'd be worth more than that even, because you never see that anymore. A Tamagotchi has never been opened.
Yeah. Yes, I flipped some weird shit, man.
Oh,
You know
I
what we used to do
did
here?
that.
It made us a lot of money.
Mhm.
We used to pitch a show to Discovery Channel like every year. It was called "If It's Free, It's For Me," and it was me and my uncle driving around. Just people put shit on Craigslist and that shit for like pick up off the curb, first
Oh,
come
yeah.
and get it, you know.
Mhm.
And dude, man, like we used to go pick up like treadmills, sell it for like 250 because you could do like local pickup only. You know what I'm saying? It's like you put it on eBay and then someone hits you up like, "Yo, I'll just come pick it up for like 150 bucks." We're like, "Yeah, sure, come take it." We've had like sealed Nintendo games that we flipped for like anywhere from 100 to a couple hundred.
Dang.
Yeah, no, we've had some good scores doing that. I miss doing that, but
Yeah, I
very
think
very time
I've
consuming.
seen a couple YouTube channels where that's what they do too. They go around and pick up free stuff that they see listed in classified ads and then flip it for money. And then I know
Well, this was the days before YouTube. Like, did no one was streaming and making content when we were
before
back doing this
YouTube,
shit?
how
Yeah.
long ago
Well, I
are we
mean,
talking?
like oh 08, oh 07, oh 08.
Yeah, that's probably before people start really
Like
doing
YouTube was
YouTube.
like, well, YouTube was around, but it was more just for like videos. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? People weren't streaming, making like IRL content because there was no cameras and shit that were even capable of,
True.
capturing decent footage. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yep.
so. But yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. Oh, trust me, if streaming and shit was around, oh, me and him would have had fucking GoPros on our heads and
Man,
uh, I know we got a minute till this race, but an idea I have is my boy owns a power washing company, and I keep telling him like, yo, we have the fucking most hilarious conversations when we're working. And I'm like, bro, just let me slap a GoPro on my freaking thing. I'll go live because people like watching other people work. I read this shit all the time. Like they don't want to go to work themselves, but they find it very refreshing if I had a stream of power washing water going over the camera. Like people get off on weird shit on the internet, man. So I'm
bro, I
like,
would
yo,
tell you that that makes no
gotta do
sense at
that.
all, and that you're crazy. Except for I found this channel the other day, and I love it, and I can't stop watching it. It's just a dude
I
cutting
told
grass.
you. Yeah, I told you, bro. I'm telling you, man. Watching other people be productive when people like, I don't know, man. It's fucking, it's crazy.
That's channel is so much fun too. I don't know. It's like you get the before and the after. You get to see all the work that's done, but you can sit there and you don't have to actually lift a finger. So you're right. I don't know what it is. It's I get to live vicariously through that
Yes,
person.
exactly. You gotta send me the link to that channel because I want to check it
It's
out.
SB mowing. It's awesome. All right, here we go.
Okay.
3, 2, 1, go.
All right. Oh, as I choke on the smoke, it's post time here for the Cable Car Maiden. Shout out to Biggest Bro. And they're off here in this massive four-horse affair. Don't Geld Me. Don't Geld Me Now is Part of Your World. Runs along here in second, followed by Young Lady. Then comes Double E. Back of the pack here, only about half length off the leader. As this quartet is attached at the hip around the opening turn. And here we go around the opening turn, aka the clubhouse turn. Opening quarter in 26 and change. Holy crap, I thought that time was never going to pop up. They are running the molasses yet again here. It's a good track. Yakety Yak kind of makes no sense. But it's Don't Geld Me pushes back to take over the lead from Part of Your World. Another break of two here on the outside comes Double E. And it's Young Lady still trailing here as they cross the wire for the first time. Don't Geld Me by 3, Double E. These two continue to be the top callers. Young Lady wants no part of it yet. And Part of Your World is just totally content with sitting in last. Half mile though, and 53 and change as we head back to the front of the pack as Don't Geld Me leads the charge here by 4, now opens up by 5. Young Lady's had enough of third, wants second, takes it from Double E. Part of Your World still there in fourth, and we are absolutely struggling for things to say. So I will say it real quick. Do appreciate everybody hanging out in chat. Make sure you like the video, follow the channel, and if you haven't joined the Photo Finish Discord yet, do that and join the website to get your free horse and race today. There are prizes and competitions, I believe, each season. So new season just started, so now's the time. And now that we've filled enough airtime here, we go back to Don't Geld Me. Surprise, surprise, still showing the way here over Double E. Part of Your World, though, looks to find some second spirit and tries to pull alongside even of Double E. But Double E has denied that challenge and now goes to take on the challenger. Here we go now. It's Double E on the outside, goes right on by Don't Geld Me. These two, as Part of Your World, is kind of rounded out here as we head around the turn. And Double E has something eaten in his diet, and we are loving it today because this Double E now pushes forward at the top of the stretch. Part of Your World, though, is in full bore in past 200 meters to go, but Double E is making a perfect move here today on an 11 furlong track as Double E is going to take this one home over Part of Your World and Don't Geld Me. Whew.
Shout out to Double E from BS3 Stables over Part of Your World from ITL gets the win. We got Joyride running next. And also, if you guys are interested in hearing Mo call some more races, check out his Kick channel. It's linked in the description below. All right, biggest bro, have a great night at the movies, my man. We're going to go see Guardians of the Galaxy, I'm guessing. I've been trying to get my kid to go see Guardians of the Galaxy. He won't do it. He said as soon as we can stream it onto our TV, then he's all about it. So whenever that time comes. All right, let's look at this race and see if we got a chance of winning it. I want to know how much weight my horse is carrying. It looks like they kind of switched it up a little bit where they're giving us better information on how much weight they're carrying. It looks like Joyride's going to be carrying 3 pounds. Oh, no, 5 pounds? I think Joyride's carrying 5 pounds. This horse will be carrying 2. Bosnia is carrying 0. My alarm's going off for no reason. I think I'm right on that. Do you know, Mo? Does this mean Joyride's carrying 5 and Swole Me Down is carrying 2 pounds?
Yeah. Correct. Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. So we got 3 B pluses that will all be carrying 5 pounds. And let's see what the stats are looking like. They've all got good stats, man. This is going to be a tough one because some of these horses are not carrying weights. And they got some pretty good preference. Tiki Torch is scaring me a little bit. Bosnia looks pretty good, even though it's a B minus. It's not carrying any weight at all. And let's see what the stables are from on these horses. We got Saboteurs coming from Leith Maka. Wildcat is from Big Brain Stables. Tumbling Dice is from Last Chance Ranch. Did I say that right? For some reason, it sounded like it came out wrong. Tiki Torch from La Jolla Farms. Anna Bender from Bored Ape Soul Stables. We got Bosnia from Oh, no. I was hoping there was no genetics horses in here. HHR Genetics.
Yeah, that's one. David.
Yep. And then we got Swole Me Down from Sleipnir Stables. And let's see if this is the last race of the night. I forgot any more. We got that maiden at 8:59. We could check that one out, too. That'll be the last race of the night. So let's see if Joyride's going to get the win. What do you think, Mo? Do we got a chance here, or is she coming in last?
I mean, I don't even want to jinx it, but I mean, just from a bipartisan perspective, we'll be going 6 furlongs on a sloppy track.
Yeah, I just realized this track was sloppy. I don't even remember what the chances of rain were.
I mean, she's ran a soft track once, didn't really care for it, but that was 10 furlongs. She didn't really care for that distance either, no matter what. Are there any soft horses? Wildcat's a soft horse, and On a Bender's a soft horse.
I think we're in trouble. That soft track's gonna hurt us.
Potentially, but you know what? We do it for content. What was the? I mean, at least it was an $8 entry fee. It cost us like less than $1 per person in the Dow, you know?
Yep, she's almost the favorite. Second favorite after Saboteur, just by a little bit.
Yeah, like I said, it's hard in the allowance races and handicaps because they pretty much just throw out the morning line based on your horse rating, your ranking. So, yeah, but if this was all B pluses, then you would absolutely look at that morning line and get an idea of how you stack up. Like, am I in the right distance? You know, am I close to it? That type of shit.
So morning line don't mean much in allowance and handicap races anywhere. Anytime they're carrying a weight, you don't really count it as much. Gotcha.
Yep. Right. Even if they're the best in the race, you know what I'm saying? If they're like the favorite, they could probably get their ass kicked, you know what I'm saying? Because, like I said, the weight, they're just giving the morning line based on no weight, you know what I'm saying? So.
And different horses respond to weight differently, right? Is that one of the stats that they get?
We don't know. I mean, honestly, if I had to guess, I'd probably say that weight could potentially be linked to temper.
See, I was thinking heart. I feel like you gotta have heart.
Well, no, because well, yeah, I actually bought a horse and named it Hackman from the replacements.
Nice.
Gotta have heart. Yeah. I named him Hackman. He's all right. He's got 3 heart. You know, he's a good little sprinter and shit. He's got like a second and a third or something. But yeah, it tells you that the heart is like how it fights back against other horses. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha, that makes sense. Yeah.
And then, but then like the temper is like how often is it hot and cold? Does it get shook? You know what I'm saying? Like stuff like that, even like before the race. That's why I'm thinking maybe if you put 3 pounds on the horse's back and it gets shook easily, it could potentially trigger the temper more. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of what again, it's just
Could be right about that.
I get stoned in theory crafts, man. Like they're never gonna tell us exactly how it works, nor should they. Um,
True.
but
All right, let's check.
that's why I hate we have people on the show, and like I feel like people ask questions, even in chat, and I'm like I can't ask that question because I know people are trying to get little pieces of information, and then like try to piece it together. You know what I'm saying? To like figure out what they're doing. So like social engineering almost. But yeah, I know this race is coming up.
All right, let me get it ready. All right, this is Joyride, y'all. I'm kind of worried about this race. I thought I was going to be excited for it, but now looking at the competition and the track surface, the condition is sloppy. I'm a little worried here. But she's been doing pretty well lately. She's got 1 win, and let's see, to show her stats here, 3 seconds and 1/3 in 11 starts. I feel like that's decent for a B+.
That's actually very good, man, statistically, and considering we started running her long because of the ticket, I mean, just throw those races out, and she's fucking insane numbers. That's a good percentage.
All right, here we go. Hopefully she can at least get the top 3 in this race. The Canaveral allowance is next. We're trying to get a chat winner in this one. Good luck if you're in it. Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
I never heard go, but I just assumed.
All right, photo finish. Ladies and gentlemen, we are coming up to the end of the night. I believe we got one more after this. Here on Friday Night Races, 8 in the gate. And they're racing here in the Canaveral allowance. However you want to say that, way too high for this. It's Tumbling Dice got out well with Bosnia. Then comes Swole Me Down for third. On a Bender trots along here in fourth in front of Joyride in the Pink Silks. Proud favorite, fan favorite, everybody's favorite. Joyride runs along in fifth with Tiki Torch. Taking up the back here as they head down the back stretch. Opening quarter and 24 and change in the 6 furlong right turning affair on a sloppy turf. And it's Bosnia up front. Bosnia, beautiful two-tone filly, shows the way here over Swole Me Down. And it's Tiki Torch, Tumbling Dice there. Wildcat drops back a little bit here. Nothing yet from Joyride, but now has found some clearance. Uh-oh, hold on to your hats, ladies and gentlemen. Joyride looks like to be, she's on a bender, ladies and gentlemen. Into the far turn, what can we do? It's Bosnia's the one to catch, though, and it's Tumbling Dice down the rail. Tiki Torch with Swole Me Down, and Hold Up Shiver Me Timbers with Joyride, and it's Joyride outside with Tumbling Dice not too far behind. Wildcat, Tumbling Dice, they're all catching Bosnia, though. Now it's Tumbling Dice down low with Joyride. Holy shit, what is happening on this track? And it's Tumbling Dice going to bring this one home over Tiki Torch and Wildcat. Damn.
Shout out to Last Chance Ranch. Gets the win with Tumbling Dice there. And yeah, Joyride, I didn't think that was the perfect race for her. I should have.
Yo.
What's up?
But yo, that move she made on the turn when she split, when she dropped in down to the rail and made that split, I thought she was gonna win that race for a minute. That's why I was trying to hype it up for the call, but oh dude. I was watching her move, it was such a good move too. But yeah, I think that sloppy track just might have ultimately been the demise.
Yeah, and that's something I need to start paying closer attention to because I think I put her in a sloppy race not too long ago. That's the second time I did that. So, but then again, it was a race during our live stream. I wanted to get Mo to call a Joyride race.
Yeah.
We always try to get her in when we can. We got time for one more race tonight. It's in 6.5 minutes. It's the Koi Fish Maiden Race with 9 furlongs, and it looks like about 8 horses in this one. We got English Teacher from CS Racing, Out to Pasture, also from CS. We got Opera Odnos, I don't know, from Alex Bakery. Frigg from Sleipnir. We got Margot, sorry, from Big Brain Stables. Grace's Seeker from AGN Wildcat Stables. That's a new stable. Amelie from Hollywood. And Peaky Blinder from AJN Wildcat. We got 6 minutes before this race starts. Mo, anything special happening this week that you're excited about?
Oh man, not really. I kind of just wish I could go in like a hyper sleep for like 60 days.
And come back and see what the
You know
price
what I'm
of
saying?
everything is.
Yeah, no, I just want to, have somebody manage my barn and, retire all the fillies and then just let me sleep. I want to go to sleep for like 2 months, wake up when the babies are here. Because I really got nothing else going on, man. Like, just trying to figure out this game as best as I can. I mean, give you an idea, if I was to stick with the original horses I had, like when we first met and started doing this, I would be getting my fucking ass handed to me
Oh yeah.
every single day. Oh yeah. But the more I do it, the more research, the more data I crunch. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's selling a horse, flipping a horse, you know what I mean? Getting one in claimers and, racing, getting higher claimers and getting claimed, right? There's all different ways you can do it. But yeah, I just been trying to flip up, and I went from 4 horses to like 16. I'm sorry, 17 with the free one, but yeah, like basically 16 in the barn, 5 fillies, between 4 syndicates. So, but
Yeah.
I think I own probably half of them on my own at this point.
I was saying if I had some more Derby in here, like I was stocked up on Derby, I could be sniping the market a little bit because I feel like people list stuff for way cheaper than it should every once in a while, and I feel like there's probably people on this market keeping an eye on it and getting huge snipes. I know you got a snipe the other day, didn't you, off the market?
I feel bad, but I mean, listen, I gave him an opportunity I was gonna make it right. Yeah, I sniped the horse for 25 cents basically. It was like 19 Derby. Um, yeah, 25 cents, and then I put it in a race in a B allowance, like a B allowance race for B plus to B minus, and it was a B minus horse, and I bought it for 25 cents, put it in the race, won the race, got back like $16 plus crown. Then I figured, why not sell it off to win? And I waited like 3 days for the owner to like be like, "Hey, I fucked up and sold a horse." But no one ever said anything. The guy just kept on selling more horses and buying more horses. So I'm like, oh, maybe he meant to do that. So anyway, I sold the horse for 150. So I basically turned like 25 cents into like 165 plus crown. So that was pretty good.
That's a pretty good snipe. That's what I'm saying. Even if you don't have a lot of Derby, maybe just keep your eye on the market. Apparently, people will even list them as low as 19 Derby. I could have sniped that. 19 Derby one pops up, I'd probably grab it right now. So that's
Yeah.
another option you have. Another method of getting horses is sniping the market, just like this was VB. That's what I did during the beta versions, and that's how I got a really good stable during the beta version, was just sniping the market.
Yeah, and I sent out a warning yesterday to Discord and even on the official show. I was like, listen, I know there's going to be people out there that think they can stay up till 3 a.m. Eastern, 4 a.m. Eastern time when everybody's sleeping and cut some behind the under the table type shit.
Mm-hmm.
And be like, hey, I'll just throw it up on the market for, 100 Derby, grab it real quick, right? Well, guess what? If I got anything to say about that, you better, whoever does it better hope I like them. That's all I'm going to say. Because I will not be giving horses back if I snipe them. You know what I mean? Like, if you're going to try to pull some shady shit, basically take money away from, third time and again, because that money goes back to us, right? That's what people don't understand. It doesn't go in their pockets. It all goes back to us for the first year. So we're basically stealing from ourselves by trying to like undermine the market and do under the table shit. I said that warning shot out. I'm like, anybody does it, I will fucking steal that horse and you will not get it.
I'd be surprised somebody hasn't created a bot already. I'd be super surprised if somebody hasn't created a market bot that just sits there and scoops up anything like under 200 Derby that gets listed. I know I would. It'd probably be pretty easy to do, wouldn't it?
I don't know.
It refreshes on its own.
I don't know.
So I think it would. Yeah, you just put that filter on it, let it refresh on its own, and then set a limit. If anything drops under 200 Derby, pick it up.
I mean, it might work once, but the second that I report it, like I did on HRO, and those bots started disappearing real quick.
And yeah, they might have security for that. I don't know, but it seems like it'd be easy to make.
Oh, as I'm saying, I'll be front line with that. Like the only reason why what's his face follows me was it Mark, the guy, the head of HRO guy.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only reason why he even follows me, because we were going back and forth with DMs on Twitter. Where I was filling him in on some security issues with bots. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was crazy back then. Remember I told you I was sniping Action Comics #1 for like $10 and then flipping them for 120. And then out of nowhere, me and this other guy, King Collector, we were both really good snipers. Nobody was beating us. And then one day, like these 3-4 random guys just got everything like instantly. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, nah. Like we're too quick. Like we knew what we were doing. Nobody else had that, right? And it was 100% bots, like 100% bots, because HRO tells you when a card sells, and they were buying 4 or 5 cards from the same account at the same exact time. Oh yeah. So you tell me how they're going to 5 different new listing pages that just instantly went up. You know what I'm saying? You tell me how they did that 5 different times. That's what Mark was always saying. He's like, yeah, no, it's obviously a security, thing.
Yeah,
But yeah, I
Huddle,
mean,
the
they took care of a
YouTube
lot of it.
the YouTube channel Huddle Fandom talks about, or he's shown some proof of that actually happening on VV2 recently, where bots are buying things with one account within like a half a second of each other, which is literally impossible. All right, here we go on the
Yep.
Koi Fish and Maiden. 3, 2, 1, and refresh.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you may not have asked for it, but you're going to get it. It's the final race call tonight. Appreciate you guys hanging out in chat. We know you guys probably got better shit to do with summertime and nice weather, but here we are, and we appreciate it. They're off and running here now in the Koi Fish Maiden. Out to pasture, shoots out well. There goes Margot alongside. And it's Frigg in between horses, followed by Grace's Secret in the Black Silks. English teacher not too far off the pace here, 9-1, and Amelie now passed by Peaky Blinders. Peaky Blinders out there in the 8 holes, gonna shoot up here in the 3rd now, maybe even 2nd, to challenge for the leaderboard. Into the clubhouse turn they go in this 9 furlong affair, heading left here on the dirt, opening quarter and 25 and change. And it's Peaky Blinder halfway out in the middle of the track, but now shows the way over chasing Opera Aux Noisettes. Then comes Margot now, pushes up in between horses to take the lead. Margot, real quick, to shoot up there, now kicks clear by 4. Opera Aux Noisettes and out to pasture. Amelie still there with Peaky Blinder as Amelie looks to be a horse on a mission here and shoots all the way up to 3rd in front of Peaky Blinders. And out to pasture now, drops back to 5th with Grace's Secret, the one to make up some ground here as they got about 7 to catch the leader, Amelie. Amelie's your new leader. This is one hell of a race here to close it out. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, count them across the track. Margot, Opera Aux Noisettes, Amelie, Peaky Blinders. Who's going to let down their guard first? We are going to find out here because we got to race. Somebody's got to get paid and somebody's got to get laid. I'll let you guys figure that one out. And for now, it's Margot at the top of the stretch who shows the way by 2, but Peaky Blinders cuts the way, cuts right to the front even. Beautiful gray now, up front by 2 as Margot looks to fade. Amelie, though, is chasing here, found some late stride, and now it's Peaky Blinders has to be the one to hold on here into the 8th pole as Peaky Blinders cannot hold on as Amelie is going to say, I'ma see you later and have a good night. It's going to be Amelie over Peaky Blinders and Margot.
Shout out to Hollywood Stables.
Very good night, Alice.
Gets the win with Amelie. Say good night, Alice. Good stuff. Great races tonight. We had a ton of races tonight, honestly, more than usual. And shout out to Mo Knowz with the great race calling as always. He had a ton of work to do, and he nailed it as always. Great stuff today, Mo.
Yeah, appreciate it, man. It was fun. And thanks again, by the way, for coming to our impromptu podcast last night. I don't know. We didn't really watch any of that, but yeah, we just started bullshitting. And I was like, real nice when I get to come on here and just actually call races and not worry about production. So
yeah, I didn't care at all
it's
about
fun,
that
man.
Happy Tree Friends show. I would much rather listen to you guys, you and Dr. Strange and BE chatting. So I liked it better that way anyway. So it worked out well. Shout out to Denny OC and Jeff. Thank you for hanging out with us, guys. Appreciate it. And Mo,
Hell yeah. Have a good night, chat.
weekend.
Appreciate everybody.
Later,
Have a good
always.
night.
Bye.